mile farther on. During that time, we've traveled.
There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Yep. It is. It's very nice. A lot of changes have been made in the Nixon Center. Yep. Yep. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. He'll be carrying a big load for Les County, I think.
Yes, he is.
He'll have to carry a big load.
Breathitt Bobcats in the house. They will get an opportunity to play right after this game, and we'll keep moving them right along for you. Looks like Milett gets the big bucket for Model as the lead is cut to 4.
You know, Rojan came a little short right there, but he's really going to have to work on that part of his game this year. You know, they're going to have to depend on him for a lot of scoring. You know, and they've got some really good pieces, David.
Yes, they do. And we mentioned earlier, Ryan mentioned that the big guy for the Eagles are out, and one player is also injured. So plenty of time to heal up as basketball's, as Jim was talking about on the way over, today's it. Summer ball's over, and Ryan had mentioned that too. So it's football season just ahead of us, Jim McCollum.
Oh, yeah, and it's, you know, it's so funny. The one constant is hometown 24. The weather may change, the seasons may change, but we're the constant. We've been through heat, snow.
Yes, we have.
Rain, through all the seasons. We're here to bring you the sports from across the mountains.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the football season, high school football season will get underway.
Nice take the mullet right there as he gets in tight.
Third Friday of August
Yes.
starts season, I would imagine. That's where it normally starts.
Yeah, I think I've gotten a lot of the schedules. I'm not for sure what games we're covering, but we've
Yeah.
looked over some of them.
Right.
Manus and I had a chance to do that.
I think not Leslie's in the same district in football this year, I think.
Not in Leslie.
Yeah, same district in football, I think.
I think Ryan could be right about that. I think they are in the same football district.
It's a oh.
Steps called on the Eagles as Model will get the ball back.
Leslie really applying a lot of pressure. Causes the turnover on Models. Leslie will get it going the other way now. No, it stays with Model.
Yeah. You know, we might see nothing out of Cunningham, number 15, in a while, and he was playing well there as Leslie's paying more attention to him.
Caldwell from 3, and he comes up short. I think they called a double foul out there. Jockeying for position in the paint.
Well,
Summer League, no towel guy out there to clean it up. Players are trying to get the moisture off the floor.
so Model's going to get the ball back. So evidently the foul was on the Eagles. Bale gets called for the foul, double foul. So
Does the Model resemble Knott County's colors?
Oh, very much.
Not resemble Knott County's colors? The
Yeah,
Model does.
yeah.
They sure do. Not the colors really mean much, I guess. But.
No, we got the Bobcats already arrived, and they go up against Jackson County. Is that correct?
That's
Ken?
correct, yes.
Yeah.
A 3 from Bell outside comes up a little strong. Yeah, Cunningham had a lane right there, David, and backed out.
Yep. Tried to make a move. In the middle was the big guy, Millette, but cut off nicely by
Yeah, Caden Bell's really doing a good job on him defensively, being really physical with him.
bodying up, and the old-fashioned pick and roll getting ready to happen here. There's Cunningham. Had a lane, but decided not to take it.
Ooh, heartbreak.
Mollett very active for Model. It's a nice little runner.
Eagles
comes up
getting
short by
outworked
Mayo.
on the board that time.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, without both their primary post players, you know, Leslie's a little undersized in there.
Indeed.
Yeah, really, Coach Noble looks like he has all guards on the floor, right?
Yes, he does.
You know, our region, the 14th region, they have the size of the kids.
Not a lot of big kids, David.
Not a lot of big
Not
kids.
at all, no.
It's different. You know, we've had years to have those big kids, but this year it's not.
Yeah, nice take by Rojan right there. Rojan, and, you know, getting to the basket like that. He's gotten a little taller. He's long-armed and got to the basket.
Yep.
Well, that wasn't Rojan, sorry. That was Trey Howard with the nice take.
Yeah, Howard, nice move off the glass, and the old-fashioned three-point play. About to go to work right there.
Yep. If you look back in the past, the 14th region, it's always been shooters and guards, ain't it, in this 14th
It has.
region?
43.
I mean, way back in the 50s and 60s, but way
Yeah.
back.
43-38er score. Leslie County by 5 with just over 13 minutes to play in the ball game.
But, you know, a lot of the teams, even though the size isn't there, you know, we see this
Yeah.
reflected in college and in the professional level. You know, it's
Yeah.
kind of the positionless basketball. You'll see teams that are primarily made up of ball handlers now as the three-point line becomes more and more relevant in today's game compared to the way it was.
Right. Bale gets called for the foul as Model will get it back. And there's the Eagles just out working Model that time.
Yeah, good hustle from Jude Napier to get the ball and draw a foul as he gets out on the break.
But don't you think you can fall in love with three-point too much and fall deep in love with it?
Well, you know, Ryan, they've ever since they drawed that big circle out there on the floor, free throws have faded kind of, and the 10-foot jumper is kind of faded away as well.
And the bounce
But we
pass.
do have one of the most, in my opinion, the 10-foot shooter, Seth Whitaker. Hazard. He is a guy that really can light that
Caudle.
10 to Seth Caudle. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can really light that 10 to 12 foot shot up.
Yeah, he can. He's got a nice touch and good follow through. And, plays pretty well every night out, Jim.
Yeah, he's a really consistent scorer.
Yeah.
Eagles really trying to limit Mullet's touches.
Hoskins going to get still and go down the right side here and takes the 20-footer and
That's just a 2. He was inside the line right there, but
maybe the 18-footer and he gets the bucket.
pure shooter.
Yep. Leslie with their biggest lead, 48-38.
Yeah, Leslie really guarding Model across the court right now.
Yeah, the defense has tensed up, hasn't it, Ryan?
Yes, it
Now,
has.
Leslie is a little more pressure on the ball now.
Yeah, ill-advised pass inside, but
Yeah.
Caldwell with a nice little tip inside to Mullet, and Mullet was able to put it in.
Fortunate break there.
Yep. Model come out second half, guys. I think Leslie's been a little more aggressive.
Yes.
To be honest.
The defensive pressure has definitely picked up.
Again, John Noble, pressure.
Yep,
I
it
don't mean to
is.
sound like a broken record, but it's
Yeah,
fact.
John likes his pressure defense, no question. Manus Blair's on his way to watch the Reds beat the Yankees tonight.
Well, they did last night.
Yes,
They
they
did.
did. And so looking forward to that.
Yeah,
What do
and
you
the Reds
think?
have kind of, they've hit a little bit of a hot spell here as my Cubs have hit the June swoon. My fellow Cub fan John Noble and I talked about that a little bit, and they've got a big series with the Cardinals this week, 4-game series
Yeah.
with the divisional rival. And the
Is
second
that at
place,
Cardinals?
It's at Cardinals. It's at, at Busch
I
Stadium.
tell you what, baseball, just an odd game, guys. You know it's a great game, but you know you can win, beat somebody 5-0, play the same team and get beat 5-0.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
it's kind of like defense on basketball. It's pitching. You
Yeah.
know, if you've got 4 or 5 guys you can send out to the mound and get things done.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Cubs are kind of hurting with that right now.
You know
Yeah.
something? Somebody explained the infield fly rule to me, and I still don't get it.
Well, infield fly, if runners are on first and second,
Yeah.
less than 2 outs. It doesn't matter. The
Oh.
batter is hitting the infield fly. He's automatically out.
Why
should be
was that
simple.
rule invented?
So
guys?
that the guy can't drop the ball and make a double play.
Oh, okay. No, I get it.
There
Oh,
you
okay.
go. There we go. I think that was Ryan's question to you, Jim Bob.
Well, we got it figured out.
Yeah.
Yep. It's almost like a cross-court pass in basketball. What's the benefit in a cross-court pass? I mean,
Well, not very much of anything because usually you're going to lose it.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Cunningham gets ready for the 20-footer off left
Yep, and
side.
there you talked about him, David, and
Yeah, and
back
that's-
in the offense.
Hey, he's been not with the basketball. Coach got to get him the ball if they're going to.
Yeah, Model picking up defense now. He started out in the half court and dropped back into, I guess they're playing man.
Yeah. Here comes the Eagles, 48-43. Nice pass there.
And that's a guy you can't leave open, but he's a little off right there.
No, shot a little long. Nice hustle by the Eagles, and
Yeah, that's Trey Howard.
Howard gets a big bucket, Jim Bob.
Miles in a hard region, the 12th, 11th region.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jackson County's starting to stretch over from the left of us, and the Bobcats are over to the right of us, so they're getting ready to go at it right here in just shortly. Nice pass. Howard lay it in, get the bucket, 52-43.
Looks like Leslie going to pick him up at half court.
It does indeed.
Bell has really bodied up Mullet here in the second half.
He has. He has. You're right. Hometown 24, glad everyone is along with us watching a little summer basketball. We've got the crew here is going to be with you for 4 games, and you can watch the last couple games on the channel, but me and Jim Bob will not be with you, or Mr. Ryan, but our crew will be here to fish it on out for you, so you'll want to stay and watch that. And you will catch us all, Jim McCauley, Manus Blair, David Adams, and the crew. We will start football about the 3rd week of August, and we hope that you'll join us for that. The schedule should be out for long, and station manager Josh Cornett will start maybe posting that a little later on in August, 1st week of August, probably put it up for you and let you know which game we may be covering each week. So, like he does in basketball and volleyball. Volleyball will also get started, Jim McCauley.
Yeah, they've been playing summer games all summer and playing over at the KBA.
Yep. Here comes the Eagles with that 7-point lead. Look here, wide open layup is Howard. Thought he would get it, but left side and.
Yeah, Mollett went up and contested it, but drew the foul. Or committed the foul.
Jim, let's talk football for a minute, you and Ryan. Let's talk. We have in our viewing area on Hometown 24, by the way, we have Breathitt County, Letcher County, Leslie County, Perry Central, Hazard, Knott County with football. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yes.
Okay, with football. And some of them have switched district. Is that correct?
Yes.
How about the Cougars, Jim?
Well, LCC lost some really good seniors last year. Want to replace a lot of their skill players.
Right.
But they returned two-year starter, Gunnar Holbrook at quarterback.
Gunnar played well last year.
Yeah, and then their leading tackler, Garrett Howard, on the defensive side will be back. And then they picked up a couple of transfers from Shelby Valley, I think, that are going to be a pretty good addition to the Cougar team.
Okay.
So I look for them. They returned their offensive line, which is always a pretty integral part.
And their schedule is different this season.
Yeah, the schedule. Now, they do have, they open up, I think, week 2, they've got Johnson Central at Shelby Valley in week 2, and I think Shelby Valley plays Ironton, Ohio, which will be a tough task for Shelby Valley.
Right.
And then I've looked at Hazard's schedule. You know, Hazard's schedule is one of the tougher schedules in East Kentucky.
Yes, it is.
So that's going to be a tough go for them. I haven't had a chance to look at Breathitt a whole lot this year. They lost, of course, just like in basketball, you lose Austin Sperry on the offensive as a receiver. That's a big blow for them.
Mitchell gets the bucket for Leslie as Jim will continue.
Knott showed a lot of improvement last year as they got that new field underway over there and had a good season with Coach Mullins. Going to have a couple of their receivers back, but I think the question mark for them, they're trying to find the quarterback to get them the ball right now.
Yep. Leslie County, of course, new coaching staff coming in, and
now, Ryan, can you give us any insight on Leslie County
they lost
football?
Landry Collins.
Yes, I knew
And
that.
That's a huge loss.
Yeah. Landry, one of the best quarterbacks in the region.
Yes, he is.
If not the best.
well, I mean, each season is different, no question about it, guys, but looking forward to it, another football season starting, as I said, 3rd Friday of August, usually when most people opens up, and we're going to be ready for that. Looking forward to watching the Bobcats.
Oh, yeah.
They've, made a good run last year. So
And they always seem like they do as it gets closer to playoff time. But I tell you, guys, the name you're going to need to put in your heads is Choctaw from Hazard.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be, the second year in this system that Coach Chandler, which is a very quarterback-friendly offense. It's got a lot of weapons out wide.
Right.
And Choctaw, an incredibly intelligent young man. He's got good size. I think he is going to be a big-time player at Hazard.
Okay.
How's Matt Kenda, Doug?
That's his father, I think, or uncle. I'm not for sure.
Model will put the ball in play, 54-45. Leslie County by 9 with just 3.5 minutes to go in the ball game.
Ooh, heartbreak.
Yeah, Cunningham.
Mayo, it was Mayo there on the shot.
Yeah.
In and out.
You know, Cunningham, again, he came down and got a couple looks and made it. And Leslie, again,
Yeah,
says,
clamping down.
you know, they're paying a lot of attention to that young man. Get to see the Bobcats, Ryan, coming up here against Jackson County.
I know, see the new players and everything. They look good the previous time. They come down and played some ball down here, and they look real good, though.
You know, they're going to be young this year, the Bobcats are. Had a veteran team last year.
Yes, they did.
Looks like they're missing a couple of, I don't see Collins here today on the roster.
Yeah. Yeah, this time of the year, like Ryan was talking with, you had mentioned it too, Jim.
Yeah.
Vacation time for parents. Sometimes they go on and take them, and you know, you have to do that. You know.
And Collins looked really good when we watched him play up at Letcher Central, and you know, I'm talking about a team that they're rebuilding.
Right.
You graduate 4 seniors like they had off that regional championship team last year. That's a tall order.
Yes, it is.
And you know.
And Honeycutt will be missed also, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, Jeff. You know, goes back to his hometown.
Yeah, Jeff makes it back to North Central, and
Mollet hits the second free throw.
Jeff will have to rebuild his program as well.
But I believe they'll be okay when down the road.
Good young group there in Knott County right now.
Yeah, they've got some good young players. Breathitt's got some good young players, guys. They've had a good middle school team this past year. Minute 24 on the clock. Leslie will pick that one up, leading by 6. It looks like Mr. Mollett wasted a foul. We call that 60 feet from the bucket. So
yeah, he's just whoever's got the ball, he's guarding it right now.
yeah. And Cunningham, a little too much arm there on Hoskins. And so 2 shots with under a minute to play on the foul. So we'll go to the line, 54-48 score. Jackson County and Breathitt County will be coming up in about 10 minutes after this one.
I believe so.
And we'll get that one going for you. Folks, we know it's hot out. Maybe the only thing some of you to do is watch basketball today. I mean, my, oh my, it's been hot. Humid.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing comfortable at all.
Watch that grass cutting out there, folks. Be sure you drink plenty of water. I can tell you from experience, I went through that a little bit. So be sure you put a lot of liquids down when you're doing the yard work.
Now as the clock stops, as Mullet goes to the free throw line, 49 seconds to go. Leslie holding on to a 6-point lead.
Oh. Cunningham had the left hand on the shoulder. Did a nice job of putting them up, trying to avoid the foul, but I think the official had an angle at him. So. Me and Jim was talking about it on the way in, pulling in the facilities.
Oh, they look amazing over here.
The football stadium,
Yeah.
and got a
beautiful
nice
track.
Got a nice basketball facility.
Football scoreboard.
Oh yeah, they've done a nice job. The school's looking very nice too. Yeah.
Trey Howard knocks in the free throws. 44
Yeah.
seconds to go. Did they get the baseball field completely finished up, Ryan?
Not yet.
I know they were working on it. Bell really applying the defense to maul it down there.
Nice
A lot of
three
body
there,
on it.
and it's going to be a quick timeout by Model with 58-53 with 27 seconds. So it's been a good ball game for both teams. I think anytime you can get in the gym, guys, put some shots up,
Oh, yeah.
it's always a help.
Especially in a game atmosphere.
Yeah.
Cincinnati and Yankees and Reds get a big win last night, guys.
Aaron Judge still got a home run, but Ellie DeCruz really put on a hitting clinic last night. You know, when I went and watched him play, he couldn't hit this gym with his bat.
Yeah.
So, you know, Reds looking. I think they've got a not for sure debuting a new pitcher tonight. They brought up from AAA.
That looks like one of the biggest Mondays crowds I've seen in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I mean, was there a seat?
It was a packed house, but you know the Yankees, they always have a following no
Yeah,
matter
they
where
do
they
too.
go, and then
right.
you know the Reds have won a few in a row, and that's kind
Yeah.
of piques interest.
Yeah, they're starting to play well.
How about LSU
Jim?
winning another national championship in baseball?
That
college baseball?
kind of surprised me. I thought Coastal was playing a little better at
Yeah.
the time, but baseball's like that.
It
But
is, yeah.
nice win, Ryan,
It
for
was,
LSU.
indeed.
Will the Cats be back next year? I hear they got about everybody back. Is that right?
Yeah, I think that the big thing right now is just keeping them. You know, NIL's worked its way into baseball like it has everywhere else. There have been players
Yes.
moving around, and
Guys, I just don't know about the NIL. I think it's about destroyed college sports.
well, it has, but it's here.
Hoskins was very fortunate. Big crowd around him, but he is able to get that ball out. And
Coach
we got-
Noble's going to call a timeout right here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's going to maybe bring his offside player up some when he draws it up this time to help Hoskins where he doesn't have to dribble that and maybe can pass that. 13 seconds to go in our first game that we're broadcasting for you. 58-53 are scored. Leslie over Model. And
Well, how about these other schools, these conferences? They're just taking over these big schools. These small school conferences ain't going to have much of a chance, are they? in college
well, it's
sports?
going to be tough when it deals with that money.
I know, it is.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
It's going to be tough.
It's going to be very tough.
Will
Yeah.
we ever have a football team in Langston again, guys?
I don't want to talk about it. I've kind of just using a selective amnesia. And, you know, I hate to be that guy, but, you know, Stoops has got a lot to earn for me to start watching again. After nearly bailing for A&M and then
Yes.
coming back in, and I think the writing's on the wall when you saw his number one protege go to the other school in the state. You know, I'm just not real high on what Stoops has done there the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And really, the buzz has been pretty quiet around the program. You know, I've not heard a lot, and their social media's not been hyped.
No,
as-
I've not heard much down there. I don't know. Jim, does a lot of the fans just feel where it's come down to all this money? Does UK have the money to compete with a lot of these other schools?
You know, I don't know. I think that they've got the money, but, you know, it just comes down to being able to recruit and go out and get those players. And we've had so many misses in the portal.
Yeah.
Are we going to stay here? Or?
Well, we're going to take a break just
Okay.
in a second. Leslie County 58-53 over Model in our first game. It'll be Breathitt and Jackson County. Be sure you stay with us. We're coming back shortly for game number 2.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC. Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
For over 25 years, we fought for Kentuckians injured through no fault of their own. During that time, we've traveled all across the country to take that fight to some of the biggest insurance carriers and corporations in the world. That kind of dedication is what's needed to get every dollar you deserve. If you've been injured in a motor vehicle collision caused by someone else's fault, call Bates & Sloan right now and let us fight for you. The first consultation is free, and the attorney you see that first day will be the same attorney you see from the beginning of your case to the end. That's our promise to you at Bates & Sloan.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance helps protect more than 474,000 Kentucky families and businesses. Many of our members have been with us for years, even decades. Perhaps it's because of the competitive rates or our unmatched service. Or maybe the biggest reason is they know they can count on Kentucky's insurance company to be there when it matters. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
We have determined that you have early onset Alzheimer's disease.
Why me? How could I have prevented this?
Research shows that reducing stress levels, not partaking in substance abuse, and being aware of safety measures are a few ways to prevent it.
So how quickly can this progress?
There's no definitive timeline. Everyone is different.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
My name is Colby, and I'm from Leslie County, Kentucky. I chose Alice Lloyd College because of the Appalachian Leader Scholarship, which covers my tuition. Attending Alice Lloyd College without worrying about the cost is priceless. Also, through the Student Work Program, ALC is helping me grow as a person. Here, I'm building character and leadership skills that will help me impact the future of the Appalachian region. Come visit us or learn more at alc.edu.
Welcome back to Hyden. It's the Gunner Trucking All-A Summer Classic right here at Leslie County High School. Glad you're joining us on this cool day. No, I'm just kidding, folks. It's terribly hot out. It was 95 when Jim and I made our way in and what the car told us, so we believe it too. We believe the car.
Oh, yeah, it was warm.
In our first game we just had at 1 o'clock, Leslie County over Model. 58-53, a big win for Leslie County there in summer basketball to, as Jim mentioned earlier, today will end summer basketball as the dead period will start tomorrow. So getting a few ball games in here while we can, as Breathitt County will take on Jackson County. And Jim, you will see completely as Gross, Terry, and Spurry have all hit the exit, and
yeah, that's
you got a new Breathitt team.
Yeah, these kids have sat behind and watched those guys play, and it's defending 14th region champs. it's a good thing to have those guys to show you how to do it. So these younger Bobcats are going to have to go out and earn their stripes and see where they're at.
Yeah, you're right. You got a point there as Jackson County, as Sandlin will take the basketball off and give it to Gray as he'll move it back off to the side as Jackson County is in play, and there's the three, and that one looked like an easy three by Gray from 22-footer, Jim.
Yeah, Jackson County out of the 49th district, I think they were 11 and 18 last year, but returned a lot of players and in a very, very, very tough region over there. Coached by Greg Parrott. But the boys from McGee looking to improve upon that season.
Yes.
And then Breathitt County, your 14th region defending champ right now.
Breathitt with a very, very young basketball team out there on the floor.
Yeah, and, I was impressed. Besides, this is the second time I've had a chance to watch. Now, they're missing a couple of players on the team that played last week at Letcher County. But, there were some young kids that looked really good.
Yeah.
And number 0, Jager Burton, inbounds the pass over to 10, and that's
Fugit.
Fugit, a good-looking shot.
Hey, 10-footer off that left side. Nice touch, and gets it to go. Nice ball move by the Generals. Got on the left side over there, and not much where to go after they made the second pass. Breathitt with a rebound. Burton brings it out. And, Jim, if you look at the Bobcats, you look at their youth, but strong kids.
Yeah. And that's one thing that you
strong
can
bodies.
count on in Breathitt County. It's a lot of muscle over there. Nice outlet pass to Burton on the steal. He goes in for the layup, puts it in.
Nice touch, shot right off the glass. Four to three your score. Breathitt by 1. Second game of our preview here.
I think they're going to get number 5, Kyton, Danny Kyton. Played baseball, didn't play basketball last year.
Yeah.
But a good-looking kid.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Ryan and Jim was just talking about the youth of Breathitt. All new people out there.
Yeah, they're young.
Yes, they are.
In and out 3 for Jackson County.
A little too much arm there.
Yeah, McQueen goes up, and he is fouled by White Spencer. So he'll go to the line for 2.
Two free throws coming up for Jackson County. First one is short.
Yeah, the winner of this game will face Leslie County in the next round.
McQueen shot one more, and it's too strong this time.
Yeah, Catherine with the rebound and loses it, picks it back up.
Little pick and roll there. Bobcats ending up with a 3, and that shot was a little strong as Spencer. Jim just couldn't ring the bell there. Had a good look, though. We'll get his number on the drive. That was Sandlin.
Yeah, it was a good take.
Yeah, goes up strong and puts it in here.
McGinnis is going to drive right here as he's fouled.
We got to talk a little football there, Ryan, before we broke a while ago, and looking forward to that coming up. And
McGinnis puts the first free throw in.
We think Hazard's going to be pretty decent.
Yes.
And we think Breathitt. What about?
Well, I haven't had a chance to really look at Breathitt a whole lot, but Coach Moore always puts a good product on the field.
Always. good team down there. And you've got the Cougars, who will have a new look. Knox Central had some players, some seniors coming back this year, so we'll see how that goes for them.
Yeah, Kata with a strong rebound right there. And I think he's saying his name right, if you're listening from Breathitt County. You get directing traffic out the top of the key. Nice strong take in there by Burton.
Nice move there. Right down the right of the lane, come across. Got to go down strong like that, Jim. You got to really bend the old back, buddy, to protect the basketball.
Yeah, Catherine doing a good job on the boards for the Bobcats right now.
Breathitt does a nice job moving the basketball. They do well. They really pass and hit the advanced person down the floor. 14 minutes, first half here.
Yeah, low scoring affair compared to the first game we watched.
Yes, it is.
Nice take right there by Fugit. Spencer misses the three. Long outlet pass down.
That was a tough shot in the paint.
Nice pass. Was that McQueen finishing that off right there?
I think so. We'll get his number.
No, not McQueen. That was
25.
White Gray.
Yep, Gray with a big bucket. Nice drive by the Bobcats there. I think you told me, and I believe you're right, Jim. He was the only one with the experience. That's
McGinnis.
Austin was the only kid with any varsity experience that we saw.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Of course, Collins not here today. Played a lot of minutes last year.
Yes, he did.
And looked really good over at Letcher Central the other day.
Yeah. (10-7), 12 and a half minutes to go in the first half. Jackson County thought about the top of the circle shot.
Good defense by Catherine right there.
That was number 42, Sandlin, who faked and drives left, but ball knocked away from him.
Nice catch and shoot. Nothing but the bottom right there. Is that White Gray again?
Yeah, Mr. Gray might be their go-to guy, Jim. He's got a pretty good form.
Yep,
and
nice stroke.
Yeah. Ryan, Mr. Gray shoots it well.
Yes, he does. He might be a big contributor for the Generals this year.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a hard region for Jackson County to be in, the 13th region.
Boy, that's tough over there. Brutal.
It is.
I mean, we called some games over there and through, and
nice
I'll be honest, I thought North Laurel and South Laurel was tough, but Bale played well, and then Corbin had a good ball team. Jim mentioned
Harlan County was really good.
And Clay, of course.
So you're right, it is tough to play over in there, no question about it. We'll leave it here. Our next break, we'll take a break, but we're going to leave it here right now. And,
Breathitt North played in the first round of the Sweet 16. It was a really good ball game.
It was a good game. I mean, one play decided the game. One play. So it was good. Both Breathitt and North Laurel showing up and playing hard for their team. No question about it. 11:38 to go here, Nixon Center, and it is nice in here, folks. It's about 70 degrees and
temperatures,
and outside, my, there's probably almost 30-degree difference change from out there to in here.
You can make a roast in there outside, probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just take the black stone and roll it into the sun. You don't have to turn it on.
Yep. If you won't need a scrambled egg, just find a rock outside to put it on, right? Oh, my. Getting back to play as Breathitt will come out and official hands the ball to Jackson County. We're back in play with 12-10 our score. Bobcats by 2, Jim. Nice pick and roll there, and got the ball off, got the pass, and
he's going to be fouled by Fugit.
Yep.
The cardinal rule, David.
Braxton will get a chance here at the foul line. Yeah. .11:07 as the clock continues to run, and that
Rattles
free
the free throw in.
Yeah.
Jackson's had a few good teams 10 through the years in 33.
They used to, you know, back in the day.
Had some really good girls basketball teams.
Yeah.
Yes, really good girls basketball teams.
Yeah.
And you know, David, McKee is one place I've never been.
You know, I don't know if I've been to McKee, to be honest. I don't think I have. (13-12) our score. Breathitt County with the basketball. Nice ball movement by the
nice
Bobcats.
gather too by Kyth. It was a good pass inside from Burton.
Yep.
He gathered himself, Kyth did, went up and put it in.
Yeah, that's a nice play. And know exactly where to put the ball when. Yeah.
Yeah, nice clear out right there. Couldn't get threes. Kyth cuts off the drive.
Somebody says hello. Jump shot short. Here comes Jackson. Nice bucket there by Gray. Is it the Gray show, Jim?
Yeah, he's really the #1 option for the Generals on offense. Oh, a little fancy over-the-shoulder, no-look pass, but was errant by Fugit. I really like the energy that Burton plays with in there. He's a real hustler.
We got somebody landed down at the lower.
Yeah, he come down on his knee, it looked like. So we'll take a little break right here.
Yeah, let's take a break. We'll take a 30-second break. And when we come back, we'll have more action from the Nixon Center. Stay with us.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
15-14 our score, 9:08 going to half. Jim McCauley's favorite time of the year, getting ready to start in August, so
I do enjoy the
we're
old
looking
pigskin.
forward to it. And I'm sure we'll be in Leslie County for a game or two. We always are, so. Hazard, I'm sure we'll get the Bulldogs a couple of times. The Bobcats a time probably.
Has got some nice new bleachers, I think.
Yep, they do. They do.
Facilities.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we talked about this last year, Ryan. You know, you're like me, you grow up. It's hard to believe what these kids have now.
Yeah.
You know, I remember going in the first Bermuda field I played on. I thought, wow, that was over at Hambly Athletics at Pikeville. And I guess now it's Hillard Howard Field. But, you know, we just went, man, it was nice to get knocked down on that field. As they were the state champions in 87, 88, 89.
Was Neon was kind of dirt, wasn't it?
Well, we had a little bit of dirt on there.
Okay.
A few coal cinders.
Okay. I understand.
Well, they was football in Neon, though.
Yes, it
I'm
was.
telling you, he used to go up there and play. You had a football game.
Yeah, you might have to fight your way out. That's,
most of the time you went up there, you got beat, Jim McCauley. I'm telling you.
Side saddler, yep.
Yeah, we, you know, I was lucky enough to be able to attend Coach Hall's funeral, burial, and, you know, it was mostly former players there, and he was a character.
Yeah.
Jim, did Coach Hall, did he have a home in Neon, or did he move from Neon after he quit?
Yeah, he was living in, you know, he went to Inez actually and coached with Coach Matney at Sheldon Clark after he left Neon. And then he moved to Cherokee Lake and had a place down there on the lake. And me and several of the players, we tried to go down and see him when we could down there at the lake. And, you know, when you have a coach, as you well know, you know, you always look up to him. You know, when you're a grown man, he's still coach and you're still son.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 6:40 to go, 14-17, Jackson County by 3. I tell you what, Gray.
Yeah, he's got a nice handle on the ball, too.
Yeah. Here comes the Bobcats as we hit the middle floor. Good job.
Yeah, McGinnis, a good stroke out there.
Yeah.
We saw him shoot the ball some last year as he knocks down the 3 from the wing.
Yep. That 20-footer will tie it at 17 with just over 6 minutes to go in the first half.
You know, you see so many young faces out here, and, you know, it's a real time to show what you can do, especially if you got a couple of players that are gone, that are older, and you get a chance to get on the floor and these game situations.
Right.
Letcher should have a good basketball team this year, shouldn't he? Letcher should have a good basketball.
I think Letcher will have a good basketball team. I think they will be right in there, to be honest
think that
with
you've
you.
got probably 4 or 5 teams that, you know, can get right. You know, last year we talked about it was Breathitt Hazard from the beginning to the end. And, you know, this next year you're looking at a Powell County team that returns everybody, a Wolfe County team that returns everybody. Letcher Central, you know, with the addition of Cam Hayes and Jaden Ambergy, definitely has the chance.
And Delaney also.
Delaney was there, but this two transferred in,
Delaney is probably a kid that, guys, his leaping ability, what fooled me.
Yeah, you know.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think he may be one of the better leapers in the region.
And
just go up and get
like
the ball.
I said, not really as a high riser, but he's got a real quick jump. And,
he does.
You know, he was led the rebounds and points last year, and he was one of the top point getters in the region, I think, last year behind Sperry.
And I tell you what, Jim, something that I think will help him this season. He got beat up a lot last year.
And it was a double team because he was the guy that was going to take 80% of the shots most of the time.
Especially the last month of season, I noticed he was really doubled.
Yeah, and
he was really beat on, and he put a smile on his face, and he stayed with it.
He's a good academic kid.
So,
but, you know, we talk about Hazard. It's going to be, you know, right there in the mix again.
Well, anytime Seth Cottle gets to bounce the ball, you know, he can hurt you.
Yeah, he's a special kid.
Yeah.
And don't forget the Kincaid.
Yeah, Kincaid's got unlimited range.
Good
unlimited.
shooter.
And the two new players, I think.
Yeah. So we'll see how all that folds. When
don't forget Shannon Hoskins, man.
No, Perry's going to be right there. And I honestly, Ryan, you know, and you know, we get the chance to say who we think. I kind of have Perry as my number one right now.
Yes.
You know, you've got a super experienced coach like Hoskins, and then they picked up the shooter Combs that can absolutely.
And shooter also.
Yeah, and then they picked up Hacker that can score as on the dribble and can shoot it.
Yeah. Guys, I tell you, we'll have to get a watch everybody a game.
Oh yeah.
To see.
Yes.
To see where we're at, and after we get to watch them, I think we should be.
Nice pass as McGinnis finishes it off. Yeah, nice pass from Hudson right there on the 2-on-1.
It might be hard to get a read on this region this year, maybe in boys basketball.
I think it will be until January.
Yes,
I think that you're wasting time because it's going to take some chemistry time.
Yes.
You know, you're looking at, you know, pretty much, well, you know, with Fletcher, Hazard, and Perry, those three with additions of transfers.
Yes.
It takes a while to know what your role is.
You've got to just give it time, and like Jim, I think he had a good point. I think by middle of January, we'll know who the top two is. Maybe who the top dog is, you know.
You know, Powell County, like Ryan said, the Crow kid, hey, he can play.
He can play.
And Powell's got some size, which is something that the region, I think that Powell and Letcher are probably going to be the two biggest teams in the region with Cam Hayes coming
I would
over.
think so. I would think so.
Would be a junior, should Hayes be a junior?
Hayes would be a junior.
Yeah.
And, you know, Hayes is a three-level scorer that can really do a lot of good things, and he won't have to be the man.
No.
Hayes is the kind of kid that can do it quietly. I've seen him do it quietly, too.
Yeah, he can do it quietly, but, man, in that regional overtime game against Powell, he absolutely put the Cavaliers on his back and said, hey, let's go.
Yeah.
And probably one of the more entertaining regional opening rounds. It was just game after game.
You know what? This year's regional, probably the open round games were better than we've had in the last, in the last at least 4 or 5 regions, maybe.
It was
or
really
more,
fun.
maybe. We had some good opening rounds. We did.
I think the boys is at Prairie this year, I think the region is.
I think so. And the girls is Jim. Help me with the girls region. We talked about it not long ago.
Oh, I was completely distracted. I was watching a
Was it not or
no.
Breathitt?
No, I see. It was at Hazard last year.
Right.
It was at Estill the year before.
It may be not this coming year or Letcher.
No,
Leslie?
well, see,
They just had it.
We just had it at Leslie.
Yeah,
it was,
2 years ago.
3 years ago.
2 or 3.
I remember that
because it was Hazard.
Gayhart girl went off in that tournament.
Yeah. Somebody might send us a text and let us know the
that
site
was 3
of
years
the girls.
when Leslie, and it was Leslie, Estill, then Hazard.
Yeah, I think the boys,
So it
Ryan's
could be
right.
a knot.
It's at Prairie. The boys is. I'm pretty sure that's correct.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's not because they usually try to have them close too.
It's Prairie or the Breathitt Bobcats won.
Indeed.
Yeah, because there's only 4 sites for the boys. So.
Well, Breathitt hosted now
back to back there because of COVID. They did. Yeah.
Now Perry had it 2 years ago.
Nod had it last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
If we're going by rotation.
Because
Are you
Perry had
thinking
it.
it's at Powell?
Well, was it Powell last year?
No, it was at not last year.
Last year. It was Powell the year before, right?
Yeah.
And then the year before that, it was at Perry.
I'm thinking it's either at Perry or Breathitt, but we'll find out.
Yes.
We'll get it.
It'll be Breathitt because Breathitt had it 4 years. It would be the 4-year rotation.
Yeah.
So
It's at one of them.
I think it'd be at Breathitt.
Yeah. But
And
good.
man, it was warm. Holy cow! I mean,
Yeah.
it was a hot. That was a packed house.
I want to tell you something. When you get in regional tournament time in the 14th region, you're going to have a big crowd.
Yep.
Big crowd. Nice jumper there.
That was Hudson.
Yep.
There was a
Jayton
time. There was a time,
with a
long
nice
time ago,
jumper.
that Hazard would host the region every year before they built the Bobcat Brothers. It was always
Yeah.
a Memorial Gym.
Yeah.
At one time, it was the only place to host the region back in the day.
Fairfield Woods Coliseum is a nice place for basketball, and Breathitt's really improved their parking too because the vocational school is at a different site where they're
that made a huge difference at Breathitt County with the parking.
Yes, it is. So they've got it going down in Jackson, no question about it. And they're going to have a timeout. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. We come back. It's 24-19 with 19 seconds to go in the first half.
For over 100 years, Hayden Citizens Bank has been a community partner to Hayden and Leslie County. From the tens of thousands of dollars donated to our schools and local charities to the events we sponsor, with hundreds of volunteer hours from our employees. Hayden Citizens Bank is committed to this community because we've been here for over a century. Locally owned and locally operated, No other bank will work for the people of Hyden and Leslie County like Hyden Citizens Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
24-19 their score, and
Yeah, it's been a low-scoring affair.
it has.
Yes, it has.
Both teams have played hard, got up and
Oh,
down
yeah.
the court, just not hitting many
Been very
buckets
physical.
right
It's
now.
been very physical on
Yeah.
both ends. But, you know, that's summer ball, and it gives us a chance to watch the athletes and do our favorite
Yeah.
thing is talk about sports.
Yeah, Hometown 24, we do a lot of athletic events and other events as well, and volleyball. You know, we
Hey,
got
we may even
got
pick up
them
a
all
soccer
going.
game this
Yeah,
year.
you never know. But
Go to the pitch.
Summer ball is so much different than the other stuff. No
Yeah, I
question
really
about
like
it.
the captain. He really is a workhorse down there in the paint. McGinnis hits another three
Yeah.
at the buzzer.
And that's a big one. 27-19 is their halftime score.
Now, if there was a situation that they brought cornhole to this, would you all broadcast it?
Well, Josh Cornett, you never know, pal. You never know.
I had to ask Jim.
Well, I just think I know in Letcher County, once you start down Highway 7, hey, those guys are professional cornhole players.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're going to take a couple minutes break, and we'll come back for the second half. Bobcats leading over Jackson County right now, 27-19.
For over 25 years, we fought for Kentuckians injured through no fault of their own. During that time, we've traveled all across the country to take that fight to some of the biggest insurance carriers and corporations in the world. That kind of dedication is what's needed to get every dollar you deserve. If you've been injured in a motor vehicle collision caused by someone else's fault, call Bates & Sloan right now and let us fight for you. The first consultation is free, and the attorney you see that first day will be the same attorney you see from the beginning of your case to the end. That's our promise to you at Bates & Sloan.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
This is the fourth app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC. Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
over 25 years, we fought for Kentuckians injured through no fault of their own. During that time, we've traveled all across the country to take that fight to some of the biggest insurance carriers and corporations in the world. That kind of dedication is what's needed to get every dollar you deserve. If you've been injured in a motor vehicle collision caused by someone else's fault, call Bates & Sloan right now and let us fight for you. The first consultation is free, and the attorney you see that first day will be the same attorney you see from the beginning of your case to the end. That's our promise to you at Bates & Sloan.
You're on Nixon Center at Hyden KY. Jim, every time we come to the Nixon Center here at Leslie County for a sporting event, always have a good time and always treated well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and there's been so many great athletes that came through Leslie County over the years, just on the male and female side.
Oh, yeah.
Some great athletes here.
You brought up something. Let's talk a little bit about the girls' region here. How's that looking?
Well, Hazard would be the favorite, but I know not lost law, but you still can't count Misty out.
Yeah.
And Keith Baker at Letcher.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's in it every year, isn't he?
He's in it every year.
They started to change the name not long ago to the Keith Baker Invitational, but
Well, I had a chance to talk to Keith, and he is really high on this team this year. He said they've had a great summer. Got a little 8th grader, Maya Dixon. I may butchered that, but Mara Dixon.
Okay.
And really high on her. They got Allie Bailey back. Talking about Knott's got Samara Bailey, and she's a 6'1" that really came on strong.
she had a good second half, Jim.
And
she
Stamper,
really improved.
Stamper for Letcher, too.
Scarlett, yeah, my little niece.
Scarlett's a physical player.
Yeah, she's been playing softball. She was invited to a Mid-American Prospect All-Star Camp in Chattanooga this week.
Oh.
So she's really starting to, as she was the 14th region MVP of the softball team.
Well, I tell you, she's a very, very strong athlete.
McGinnis wide out there. Nice hustle by the Bobcats to retain possession.
You'll see Jackson County, I think, pay a little more attention to McGinnis. He got some open.
That's a deep, deep shot by Zep Fugit. Comes a little short, but he shot that one from way down, about Lots Creek.
A little longer shot than Coach would probably want.
Estill County, I think they had a really good guard. But, I'm like Ryan. I really think Hazard right now is the front runner.
From Apple is probably one of the top sophomore prospects from Lexington back this way.
I agree with you.
And Carter's healthy, too, so.
Yeah, that's going to make a big difference in their post play. Yeah, you're exactly right, Ryan.
Yeah, Hazard's going to be hard to deal with, no question about it.
And don't forget Owsley, of course.
Yeah, Owsley's got their team returning.
But that was probably the biggest shocker. Early in the year last year, I had Owsley picked as one of my top 4 or 5 teams in the region, and they just really struggled all year last year. And I know Travis does a wonderful job with those girls down there.
Travis, Coach Smith, always a hard-working coach, very polite, very professional coach.
McGinnis really looking good out there as he draws the foul going to the bucket. Showing off some nice handles in the paint.
Daniel Day, I figured he would have stopped by and talked to us, Ryan.
Well, I don't know where he is right now. He may roll in later.
You never know about him,
Right.
right?
Unless he plays again, so.
Daniel, Alice Lloyd College boy.
He can play.
Yeah. Daniel, good guy. Nice guy, really is. Is he the assistant superintendent?
I believe he is, yeah.
Yeah, he's assistant superintendent, Jim Bob. So, Daniel's dad I remember seeing him come to the basketball games at the college.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And Catton at the free throw line.
This center on the floor has got Coach Wendell Wilson Court. And What a career he had, Jerry.
Oh, yes.
Ryan.
Oh, those great girls basketball teams.
Gosh. Every year, he just come at you. Boy, Coach Farmer, she's got to really work hard to
Yeah, I know.
keep the program going the way Coach Wilson
You
did
talk
it,
about Coach
and
Wilson.
she's doing it.
He had a coach against Randy Napier,
Oh, yeah.
John High,
Yes.
the Kinsers.
Yes. Yes, all of them.
And that was probably the pinnacle of East Kentucky girls basketball at that time. You know, you had so many good teams. Jenkins had some outstanding
I just
teams.
don't think people would realize to get a look back at the tapes of those years to the tapes now.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be the height, the strength, the shooting.
Yeah.
All of it, guys. It's just so much different.
Did Doug and Sue have a big girl, Beth? Was she big?
Beth was point guard.
Point guard, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and Beth went on to play at UPike, and now she is assistant coach with the Kittens of Ashland Paul Blazer.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, some good teams there at Neon over the years. I think they won the region, I guess, 3 of the 4 years I was in high school.
Breathitt County on defense is Jackson County. Will try to inbound, and Bobcats with a 7-point lead, guys.
Yeah, McGinnis secures the rebound and comes down, finds
Back
Burton.
to him. I thought McGinnis was going to take that
Yeah,
shot.
he's really looking good driving to the
Yes,
bucket
he
as he goes right there.
McGinnis, one of the only players from last year's on the floor right now, and making it known, too.
Yeah, and he's did well from the outside and off the drive. Yeah, Burton's going to draw the foul.
So Prairie Central should be pretty good. Leslie County girls should be pretty good next year.
This
Coach
54th,
Farmer.
54th is going to be. Whew.
Oh, it's always.
Ugh.
It's always the toughest. We had Coach Farmer on not long ago, and we told her, you know, you're playing in the hardest district of all of them, and it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually, I mean, and that's sad, but, you know, one of the top teams is going to be sitting at the house.
Well, yeah, if you picked 6 teams in their region,
right,
Owsley would be one of them from down that way. I don't know about Estill, who they got back.
Well, they brought back the little point guard.
Yeah.
We watched her last year as a solid player.
So you got those two. You got, and then you've got Purry. Then you've got Hazard. Then you've got Leslie. You've got Knott. You've got Letcher. I mean, it's going to be tough. That regional is going to be tough. But if you had to say this team is going to win it, I have to agree with Ryan.
Yeah,
I'd say Hazard would be the favorite.
But you know what? It takes one bad night, doesn't it?
It does. And let me tell you, we've seen those bad nights more than once, too.
Well, you know, Hazard last year comes out. He's knocking off Knott County in the regional tournament.
Yeah.
You know, Knott County had a dominant team and probably one of the best girls basketball players this region's seen in quite a while, in Kyra McElharness.
Oh, yeah.
But now it's her little sister's turn, and I guess Danny will just be an 8th grader. Is that correct?
And let me tell you, I seen her a few weeks ago, and I'm telling you, she's gotten stronger, and she's going to be a player.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you.
Nice shot outside by Braxton Cole.
I don't mean to bring up the past, but I remember when Red Gibson had a good team in Knott County. Denny Fugett's Napier team beat him one year in the region.
Yeah.
I think it was at Hazard, I want to say.
Yeah. 34-27. You're right. I remember that.
Knott had a good team that year.
Yeah, Red did. He had a great team that year and was favored. And, you know, guys, I want to tell you, I don't know if you want to go in as a favorite. I'm serious. You go in the regional tournament as a favorite and seem like the kids nowadays say, well, we're the favorite. We're going to win. And you don't show up.
Yeah.
But I guess if you're a coach, you'd like to win as a favorite, or is someone just going to be, you know.
Oh, if I had my druthers, I'd rather be number 1 going in.
Yeah.
But, you know, we saw last year, as you know, Hazard and Breathitt played 5 times last year. And Hazard beat them 4 times, but Coach Honeycutt and the Breathitt Bulldogs got them at the end.
And I was there.
Yeah. Nice bounce pass there from Jackson County.
And a
Just
great-
not strong enough.
And a great atmosphere that night, too.
It was good.
We'll take a 30-second break. When we come back, we'll try to end this one up. 34-27, our score, Bobcats.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance helps protect more than 474,000 Kentucky families and businesses. Many of our members have been with us for years, even decades. Perhaps it's because of the competitive rates or our unmatched service. Or maybe the biggest reason is they know they can count on Kentucky's insurance company to be there when it matters. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
12:03 to go in the ball game. Bobcats by 7 here in the second half. So we're getting a good look at the Breathitt team for next year. They're going up against Jackson County out of the 13th. And I want to tell you, I'm like Ryan Former. If you play in the 13th, you better lace them up.
Every night.
Yes, sir.
You know. By the way, we're having a grass cutting contest at Jim McCauley's house tomorrow. Everybody bring your weed eater. He will supply the burgers and drinks.
Oh, a lot of water.
Will it be televised?
Because, man, it's hot.
Josh does not televise them, and just in case grass gets on the camera.
Okay.
I want to let you know.
Okay, yeah.
Jackson County with the ball in play. Nice backdoor play to get the bucket there.
Yeah, that's great. And we haven't heard from him in a while.
No, we've not. Gray is the kid that Jackson County, if they want a shot at, ending up successful day with a win, they need to go to him.
Nice rebound.
Oh, my goodness. And Gray was out of bounds when he caught it, when he come back into play.
Yeah, Fugit went up high to get that rebound right
Yeah,
there.
I think so.
Burton looks the inbound to McGinnis. He gets it taken away from him.
That ball was passed on the outside of the guys.
That's
when it
exactly
should
right,
have been.
David.
Yeah, you got to pass it away from the defense there. 2-dribble jump shot. Here comes McGinnis for the Bobcats down the right side. I thought he was going to take that one, Jim.
Yep.
I'm going to be honest. Ryan Farmer would have shot it.
Yeah. May have went air ball, but
you would have put it up.
I would have put it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Burton with the drive right there and drew the foul.
Nice bounce pass. Got position and put it in.
That's how
and
you
now
do it.
Hudson with a big bucket there. Jaden Hudson. 10:30 on the clock, 36-29. Breathitt seems to be able to hold on to the 7-point lead, guys.
Yep.
Oh, nice pass.
Yep.
Oh,
you got to make that.
You have got to make it.
Yep.
Too close to be not missed.
Yeah, Gray missed an easy one there, guys. I tell you what, Breathitt might be young, but they share the ball, guys.
They do.
They do.
That's Spencer, Jim, with a big bucket.
But I will say these young kids are playing really hard, too.
Yes, they are.
So Braxton Cole goes in for the bucket to make it a 7-point game. Everybody out wide for the Bobcats.
Nice drive there, Jim.
Yeah, and Gray kind of sent that one back to where it came from.
Return to sender.
Yeah.
Breathitt will put it in play with the 7-point lead.
Nice take by McGinnis right there.
If you got a guard can penetrate, you can do a lot of damage on defense, can't you?
Yes, you can. Is there another summer league games going on in the area today?
I am not for sure where everybody's playing at.
I know a lot of them ended up yesterday.
Yep.
But I was thinking there may be another place in the area that they're having some games, Jim, and I can't remember. But a lot of the girls ended up yesterday.
Yeah.
Does Keith got many seniors this year, Jim?
He'll have Allie Bailey, Scarlett Stamper.
Yeah.
That might be it, and I may be missing somebody. But, we talked about that. They've got Molly Cottle, who had a nice
They only had one senior this year, didn't they? Or two?
I think they had two, the Holcomb and
oh, that's right, the Holcomb
Paige
girl.
Dameron.
Holcomb girl was the shooter outside for them, and Paige finished strong this year. Paige going on to college, and Holcomb.
I think Kara's going to UK.
Okay.
And I talked to Paige the other day at Letcher, and I can't remember where she said she was going. Maybe to UPike. I'm not for
Those
sure.
two girls need to follow on through and get their education, because you can tell they're hard-working kids.
Yep. Nice inbounds pass. And Gray draws the foul as he went up on the
I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not surprised that Jackson County don't have it set up for Gray to come off the screen to draw people to help out with other guys getting a shot or two.
Yeah, he's drawing a lot of attention.
Yes, he is.
Breathitt stretched it out to an 11-point
Well,
lead.
Ryan, if a feller was coming into Leslie County early and wanted to eat a good breakfast, do you go to Dairy Queen, or is there a place
Or
in
Hardee's.
town?
Or
Hardee's.
Subway.
All right, Hardee's.
We had a place that went out of business, Goofy's.
Pretty good?
Yes, it was wonderful. It was
What
a long
happened?
time.
They just get tired of
Yeah,
it?
take care of the sick family members.
Oh,
and
okay.
then have time to run the rest of it.
Well, that happens.
It's been a staple of this county.
Yeah.
Breathitt turns it over. Jackson County cut the lead down to 8.
Nice drive left side, guys, as Jackson County's starting to screen more out top.
Yeah, Canton's going to draw the foul right there as Gray drives.
And looks like Gray. Jim will go to the line and show us his free throw skills.
Yeah, he's struggled the last couple of times from the free throw line.
These rims seem pretty hard here at Nixon Center for some reason.
You know, this gym with the background though.
Yep.
You know, the background gives you a shooter's touch in a way. You know, it's got a good background where you can pick the rim up good.
Yeah, Breathitt County, you talked about moving the ball. They move the ball really well.
They do. They have good spacing, too, to be this young in summer ball. Look at their cuts.
Yeah.
Usually they have a cut going through, and here comes Jackson County. Gray will do the head fake, drive the lane, and make the pass off, and probably give a good shot up to shoot a bad one. I thought he should have took his shot. May have been out of his range, the reason he didn't do it.
Yeah, neither team really too proficient at the three-point shot.
5 minutes, 40-33. We're still at 7 points, so Breathitt's been able to hold the 7-point lead, guys, for the last 12 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, they're going to get Gray for the foul right there as he come over the back of Kyneton.
Breathitt County going to be a much smaller team than with Gross, Turry, and Spurrier.
Oh, yeah, they're going to have.
Yes, they will.
You know, all three of those guys either had some height or had muscle, and they're going to have to rebuild too, and they will, because their middle school team was pretty good in Jackson this year.
You know, we watched them in JV last year. They shot the ball really well last year.
Yeah.
The younger players. And then you put Collins out there with McInnes, that really opens up the court a little bit more.
McInnes going to get a couple opportunities here, Jim, as he hits the first one. And if you don't hear us here in a few minutes, we'll be out by the pool diving in, and we'll be right back in to get her going.
That's right. Nice step through take right there, and an M1 from, it looks like, can't see if it's Truitt. That's a really good move, and the first time we've called his name.
Yeah. Like you, can't make that out.
Looks like Tanson Truitt.
Yeah. Bobcats, nice job about passing.
Oh, and assist to Perry, but Perry.
I thought Perry should have caught it and shot it, guys. He was open.
Is the ref considered part of the floor in basketball?
The ref is
football,
part of the floor.
like in
You
football?
can hit the ref with the ball. If he's not out, run over there and get it.
Okay, like in football, ref's part of the field.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got
He's
it.
paid for it. Yeah.
Okay.
And Gray with the long three, a little hard.
You know,
Breathitt County calls a timeout.
Hudson Jaden has really got off the loose balls today. He's played well. Well, we're due a 30-second timeout. I hope you stay with us. This one's about to come to an end. 42-36, Breathitt County.
We have determined that you have early onset Alzheimer's disease.
Why me? How could I have prevented this?
Research shows that reducing stress levels, not partaking in substance abuse, and being aware of safety measures are a few ways to prevent it.
So how quickly can this progress?
There's no definitive timeline. Everyone is different.
For over
49 to go in the ball game, 42-36 if you're just joining us at the Nixon Center at Leslie County High School.
And if I'm not mistaken, there's overtime. It's 1 minute. You know,
Yes,
in
it is.
case
You're
of
right.
overtime for
You're
summer
right,
ball.
Ryan. It is a 1 minute overtime. And Jim was right earlier, too. A lot of the summer ball teams just shoot the one free throw and they count it for two if they make it.
Yeah, they do.
But today,
Sayers here.
Yeah, they are. They've showed up. Probably come down to Richmond and come up through 80, I would imagine, Jim.
Yeah. And Jackson County really ramping up the defensive effort here in the final 2.5 minutes. Burton with the three, it's off.
Jackson County's got to score in a hurry here. Right there's the man who can do it. Gray is a guy you want to see have the ball right now.
At what point does Brett start deciding to think about killing the clock? Is it too soon, you think?
You know, I don't know.
Summer ball?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I would say under a minute you might.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think Jim's right. You would spread more like they're doing right here, even wider.
Yeah.
You know?
Burton picks up the foul right there.
I tell you what, Breathitt might be young. They do a lot of good things, fundamental things, how they pass and how, look, notice how low they handle the basketball a lot in the crowd, guys. Jackson County's really having to work, and they're not.
Taking advantage of the
They're
miscues.
not, no, they're not.
McGinnis with a little 8-footer, and it's going to roll in.
That's a big shot there. McGinnis hitting that, got the bounce. 44-36, leads at 8.
How tall is McGinnis? About 5'11"?
He
I
might
would
be a
say
little
that.
taller. I'm not for sure.
That's probably pretty close.
That's just a
I
guess.
don't know if he's a 6-footer. Do you?
No, maybe not. No.
Yeah. I like him, though.
Yeah, he's going to have to really play big this year.
Yeah, Jim pointed him out early that he was the only kid on the floor that really had a lot of experience on this team today.
Yeah.
I know Collins is not here, but, you know.
Sandlin on the free throw line, hits the second one.
Sayre and Harlan Independent. We will have that game coming up. Then we'll have our fourth game will be Knott Central and
Leslie. Is that correct?
no, I thought it was somebody else. May be though.
Oh, you're right. But whoever won the Owsley-Lincoln game, do you know who won that game?
The Owsley County canceled, postponed. They didn't come,
So it'd be Lynn Camp.
Lynn Camp. Yes.
Okay.
By virtue of that.
I wonder how tough it is summer ball.
Well, to get all your kids and get your transportation lined out, especially
Yeah.
a smaller school.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, we saw transportation become an issue with a lot of schools the last couple of years.
Yeah. 37 seconds as Breathitt County, if they can hit a couple free throws here, they pretty much got a good shot at this if they don't throw the ball away.
Les County used to travel a long way for a district game a long time when Danville's in the district, I think.
Who's that?
Les County football team.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And that was back when Danville was Danville.
Yeah.
Not what Danville's program is, you know.
Mike Whitaker staying on as offensive coordinator?
I believe he is. I don't know it for a fact.
Yeah. He does a real good job.
Before there was Tim Couch, there was him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a chance to coach with Mike at Letcher Central.
Yeah. He does a real good job, don't he?
"15 seconds left on the clock. Looks like Breathitt County will advance to the next round. Yep.
Oh, what a dangerous pass.
Ooh, yeah.
And that tackle was made around the 12-yard line.
Yeah, good sportsmanship, though. Is
First
one of the
10.
Jackson County players.
It was.
Helps Burton up off the floor.
I have a question if you get time about the basketball question, if y'all get a chance to.
Now, Jim McCauley knows every rule in the book, so don't you worry, Ryan Farmer. We can't
That's
answer.
Manus Blair.
If a team come out of huddle and their other team's not ready, can the ref drop the ball and start the clock?
Yeah.
They can do that.
He can if they are delaying. If they're out there delaying and he gives them a blows whistle or a warning, and if he waits there a few more seconds and he still ain't moving, he absolutely can start.
I understand now. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you'll see the referee will give a second whistle.
Yeah.
Usually to tell them it's time to come
Yeah.
out of the break.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if it continues, you'll see them start counting.
Yep. Bobcats a winner, 46-40 over Jackson County. Take a break. Harlan Independent, Langston Sayre will be our next game. Stay with us. It's coming up shortly.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
My name is Colby, and I'm from Leslie County, Kentucky. I chose Alice Lloyd College because of the Appalachian Leader Scholarship, which covers my tuition. Attending Alice Lloyd College without worrying about the cost is priceless. Also, through the Student Work Program, ALC is helping me grow as a person. Here, I'm building character and leadership skills that will help me impact the future of the Appalachian region. Come visit us or learn more at alc.edu.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
For over 100 years, Hayden Citizens Bank has been a community partner to Hayden and Leslie County. From the tens of thousands of dollars donated to our schools and local charities to the events we sponsor, with hundreds of volunteer hours from our employees. Hayden Citizens Bank is committed to this community because we've been here for over a century. Locally owned and locally operated, no other bank will work for the people of Hayden and Leslie County like Hayden Citizens Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For over 25 years, we fought for Kentuckians injured through no fault of their own. During that time, we've traveled all across the country to take that fight to some of the biggest insurance carriers and corporations in the world. That kind of dedication is what's needed to get every dollar you deserve. If you've been injured in a motor vehicle collision caused by someone else's fault, call Bates & Sloan right now and let us fight for you. The first consultation is free, And the attorney you see that first day will be the same attorney you see from the beginning of your case to the end. That's our promise to you at Bates & Sloan.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
This is the fourth app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC. Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
Welcome back to the Nixon Center here on the campus of Leslie County High School. Our third game of the day. Guys, I'm going to be honest with your rosters. Hopefully we may get one here in a minute.
Yeah.
They're jumping out and getting started a little earlier on her. I've never seen anybody just warm up 4 minutes and get going, I guess.
Some ball, I guess that's all you get.
Well, yeah, you don't get much, do you? It'd
Not
be
really.
Harlan and Sayre going at it right here and getting going. Harlan's going to end up with a basketball. Sayre's going to play a little matchup here as they go 2-3. And Jim, summer ball usually back in the day, 4 or 5 years ago, you did not see a zone period. No. And everybody played man. But now this Sayre team, good season last year out of them. They're a talented team.
Yeah, in Harlan, you know, they're a very up-tempo team. Always very fun to watch.
Yes, they are.
And I apologize, we don't have rosters for either team, so
we'll get those hopefully here in a second. 19 minutes to go, and they started this one quicker than they did the other two, and I really don't know why they did that. They only warmed up 4 minutes.
Yeah, both teams very long.
Yeah. Sayre really playing a tighter defense there as they're trying to go up, and A lot of bumping, and both these teams going at it. They're probably the two oldest teams we've seen so far.
Yes,
age-wise.
definitely on the look test.
Yeah. The Sayre played here. Did they play yesterday here, Ryan?
I don't believe they did.
Okay.
So it says here, not is the boys' rotation. Somebody had put on here, Jesse Miller.
Let's see. Jesse Miller, it's Breathitt, Perry, Powell, Knott is the boys' rotation. Yeah, that's correct. So Knott had it last year.
So he back at Breathitt this year?
Bobby Fraley wanted to know why. I think some of them, Bobby, had parents had plans and had vacations and so forth, and some of them couldn't make it. So it's basically what we're finding out.
Sayre on the inbounds.
Martha Packer, good to see Coach Noble has the same energy in the summer, watching from Indiana. And
yeah, nice take.
Miss Packer, I have never known John Noble to have nothing but energy all the time.
That's exactly right.
What do you say? 5-3 air score. Sayre by 2. And I got to admit, guys, there's a little defense being played in this game.
You can tell the intensity level is pretty high from both teams to start off the game.
Yeah. What do you think, Ryan? See any defense a little better?
Yeah, it is. Can they maintain it, though? That's the question.
Well, you know, we did not have Harlan Independent last year. Did we do a Harlan Independent?
No.
We did not.
One of the few teams in the 13th we didn't cover.
Yeah.
Nice take into the body there.
Yeah, Harlan ties it up with a short jumper, and it's 5-5.
Nice pass.
Yep. Sayre with a bucket right back. Travis Perry got to come up and talk with us here a little bit, the official. Good to see him.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you got Travis Perry and Mark Pence out here calling this game now.
Yeah, two guys that been around the game a long time.
Well, I like talking to the officials because they've had a chance to call a lot of the different games.
Yeah,
the
they
different
have.
teams. So Travis and I were talking a little bit about the different teams in the region that he's had, and you know he spoke highly of the Hazard teams. So they looked really good when he'd had them.
Yeah.
Do you see a lot of similarity between the Hazard Perry and Hazard Maple rivalry? Or do you think it's a different rivalry, in your opinion?
There's not many teams in our region that it's got a 5-player. And what I mean by 5 players is center. You know, Leslie County has a 5-player.
Yep.
Letcher probably has a pretty good 5-player.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think Letcher's got a true 5.
Yeah, Powell County has probably got a kid that can play the 5, you know.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Tucker Johnson last year for Hazard. I thought that he really
Tucker
came
on. He come on. He really did. So there's not many of them. There's only 4 or 5 of them. Really got somebody that can, you know, go to the block with a basketball
and
decide what to do with it and let him make the move or pass back out and get it going. So I thought that was an off-balance shot.
Yeah, he was wanting the foul, and you know, summer ball, the refs kind of swallowed the whistle a little bit.
Yeah.
It's more about playing through contact and learning things like that. But now this game's going to get rough quick.
Yeah. Both these teams are hustling, playing extremely hard.
Might see some dunks, you never know.
They're very capable. Warm up, we had 2 or 3 throwing it down, so we very possibly could see that, Jim.
Well, Spurrier had a dunk last year in the district tournament, regional tournament. It was an awesome dunk. He got Manus fired up.
Spurrier had
Nice
a great senior season last year.
Yes,
He
he
really
did.
did.
Yeah, I have to say his regional championship was probably one of the best one-person performances that I'd ever saw in high school basketball.
Nice pass inside for Sayer, and they're going to go to the line for two here.
You know, Harlan Independent, you know, you talk about have some great players over the years. You know, when I was in college, I went over and watched Charles Thomas play over there, and you know, going on and playing at Minnesota, great basketball player. And you know, Jordan Akel. That played there, I think it was his name, a couple years ago. But, you know, the last couple of years, Harlan County has been such a dominant force. But, you know, Trent Noah's gone. Huff's gone. So I'm anxious to see how that void's filled. Nice take.
Yes.
Now that was Sayer running the floor, go to a 2-2-1 after made buckets.
Yeah, this game very frenetic pace so far.
Yes, it is. 12-10 their score. Sayer by 2.
Harlan Independent quickly in, and another three.
Harlan's got their
first lead of the game, David.
First lead of the game on that jumper. Absolutely.
Ooh. Yeah, pressure kind of getting to Sayer a little bit.
Well, it is.
Then Harlan turns around and throws it away.
You make a good steal, but you lose it on the play, on the pass. We'll have a timeout, 30-second one. We'll take one as well. Stay with us, Hometown 24 Sports.
For over 25 years, we fought for Kentuckians injured through no fault of their own. During that time, we've traveled all across the country to take that fight to some of the biggest insurance carriers and corporations in the world. That kind of dedication is what's needed to get every dollar you deserve. If you've been injured in a motor vehicle collision caused by someone else's fault, call Bates & Slum right now and let us fight for you. The first consultation is free, and the attorney you see that first day will be the same attorney you see from the beginning of your case to the end. That's our promise to you at Bates & Slum.
13-12 our score, Harlan over Sayer in the Gunner Trucking All-A Summer Classic from Hyden. Jim McCauley, David Adams, Ryan Farmer with you as Manus Blair is watching the Reds beat the Yankees right now. So, well, tonight he's gone, so we wish him safe travel. And so we're here enjoying some basketball, and Jim McCauley has talked football, he's talked basketball.
Yeah, we've covered it. These two teams seem to match up really well. Nice take. Yeah, Sayers passed the ball really well that series. Nothing to show for it.
Right.
Harlan County beats the press. open three, and it's good for Sayre as they retake the lead. Very good offensive patience that time by Sayre.
Harlan Independent does a nice job of moving the basketball. And
out of the traps from from Sayre.
Now Harlan Independent likes to go to the block, guys. They'll move the ball down to the block. Look at the spacing here of Sayre. He got in a spot where he had 3 defensive players around him and just didn't make a decision there.
Yeah, both teams playing very fast.
15-15 their score. Under 9 minutes here in the first half. From Hyden. Our next game up will be Knott Central and Lynn Camp.
Our first chance to look at the new look Patriots, coached by Jeff Honeycutt as he returns to his old stomping grounds.
And so, 16-15 their score. As Sayre will get the lead back, guys, as this is going back and forward.
You don't see many people use pencils hardly anymore.
No, that's for sure. I'm going to try to get our rosters for this next game a lot quicker.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Don't have much time.
No.
I went to the bathroom and we started.
Oh, yeah. Getting ready to go down and try to get her roster, and both coaches out on the floor and telling players how to line up. So it was a 4-minute break between 2 games. I've never seen that so quick. Now right there's some defense, and nice job.
And the M1.
Harlan getting ready for their biggest lead of the game if it goes, and it does. 2017 their score. Nice ball movement. Get it down by Sayre. Sayre's got good spacing there. No question about it. They keep a man on the block, and those cross-court passes will not work. And there's the foul again.
2 more free throws.
Yep. This can't. If you make a cross-court pass, you're asking for trouble, guys. And you really are.
And he's bringing in 4 new players here at Sayre. That's definitely the most depth we've seen from any of the teams so far.
Yes, it is.
Nice soft touch at the free throw line.
Gets the row.
You can't stress the importance of having depth in basketball.
Nah, that's for sure.
It's a necessity.
You got that
In football too, though, especially more in football, though.
Hits them both. 22-17 their score.
You know, one thing you notice about Sayre, you know, on a made basket, they get the ball out quick.
Yeah, they usually do a rocket right or left pass down. And that is a quick way of getting the ball, you know, down the court. And usually you have the middle open when you do that too, Jim, because you're either going down the left side or the right side.
Nice spot up shot right there.
Well, guys, I want to tell you, Harlan Independent, for his defense and passing the ball.
Yeah, they're passing the eye test.
Might be one of the better ones we've seen today.
They're well coached, you know.
Yeah.
The home of Wawa Jones.
And I'll tell you, this Sayre Club is a good coach team too. They play hard. So clock's under 4.5, 24-17 their score from Leslie County High School. Summer A Classic basketball today. And Jim McCauley has made his predictions.
Well, when I say predictions, let's just say very fluid.
Hey, I'm going to put us all on the spot. Let's pick our regional champion in the boys and regional champion in the girls. Whew. This is early, isn't it?
Yeah,
Ryan, take a guess.
What about the option to change?
Yeah, we'll get a change. When we all talk again, we all get a change 1st of January.
I may get killed saying this, but I'm going to say Hazard girls and Prairie PCC boys.
Okay. Hey, pretty good choice. Yep. Jim McCauley?
I don't even, that's tough.
I agree with Ryan. I think Ryan's right on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think girls, I think Hazard definitely has is probably your front runner in the girls. The boys, I think it's a little tougher. I'm going to say 3-way right now. Can I do that? I can't pick one. I'm going to say, and it's going to be a little bit of a shocker, but I think, of course, I think Hazard and Perry is going to be really close. I don't know if Perry can guard Hazard in the post.
Yeah, that's true.
But I do think my dark horse, and I'm a homer a little bit from my Letcher County roots, I think LCC has a chance of sneaking in there this year.
All right.
But I'm not going to give you a definitive one at this point.
See, we just can't put him on the spot.
No, I got to run for election at some point.
I think it all hinges on the draw, like it always does, doesn't it? The draw.
Yeah. I think so. I think you're right. But, it's that point where you just have to let things play out and let them go and.
Well, I think that, Perry's going to have a really good shooting team this year. Got a lot of kids that can play outside. But my question mark for Perry is going to be, can they rebound the ball? Can they stop in the defensive post?
That's the key, yeah.
I know Hazard has got a proven, with Tucker Johnson in the post, a proven player down there. And they add a lot of height with Talon Osborne, with the Hazard team. And then you've got Seth Cottle. With the addition of Ambergy and Hayes to Letcher Central, if they become eligible, that gives them with Terry Delaney really a three scorers there. So and then Powell County be right there with them.
Guys, Powell County, they have them all back, and they're very big, very strong. So look out for them.
Yep.
Now that's a tough shot. You get the basketball in the middle of the lane, Jim.
Yep.
Ryan.
Yep.
No backboard. It's tough.
Yep.
You're 2-3 feet out. It makes it tough. So.
Yep.
Minute 58 until half. 28-17 or score. Harlan with the lead. And there's a nice drive as Harlan will get the old-fashioned three-point
Harlan's starting to pull away right
they
here.
Are.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
It's 30-17, and minute 31 to go as, guys, I tell you what, Harlan will guard you.
Yes, they will.
They will guard you.
Yes, they will.
Look here at the pressure up top. They get after it. And
they've got good team speed, David, across the board.
Yeah.
They've got 5 guys that can move really good.
Yeah. 31 21-17.
2-touchdown lead.
Yep, 2-touchdown lead. You are right, Ryan Form. Under 50 seconds.
Yeah, Harlan settled down. You know, early on they were a little tough with the basketball, but they've settled down and doing a great job taking care of the ball.
25 seconds until the half, and 31-17, Harlan Independent over Sayre here at the Nixon Center on summer basketball final day before the dead period starts.
Yeah, there's a foul on the shooter. You know, Sayre really trying to force the ball inside, and Harlan doing a great job of maintaining position in there.
Somebody asked me, when does football season, high school? I am pretty sure it's the third Friday of August.
Well, let's just double check to make sure.
It's either the third Friday or the third Thursday. Some opening games do occur on Thursday night, but most of them are on Friday night. So it's been a while since we've done it on the second Friday, eh, Jim?
Yeah, let me check here.
Jim's checking it out. I'll let you know. 31-17 is their halftime score. We take a short break. When we come back, second half coming up from the Nixon Center here in Hyden. Stay with us.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance helps protect more than 474,000 Kentucky families and businesses. Many of our members have been with us for years, even decades. Perhaps it's because of the competitive rates or our unmatched service. Or maybe the biggest reason is they know they can count on Kentucky's insurance company to be there when it matters. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
We have determined that you have early onset Alzheimer's disease.
Why me? How could I have prevented this?
Research shows that reducing stress levels, not partaking in substance abuse, and being aware of safety measures are a few ways to prevent it.
So how quickly can this progress?
There's no definitive timeline. Everyone is different.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
My name is Colby, and I'm from Leslie County, Kentucky. I chose Alice Lloyd College because of the Appalachian Leader Scholarship, which covers my tuition. Attending Alice Lloyd College without worrying about the cost is priceless. Also, through the Student Work Program, ALC is helping me grow as a person. Here, I'm building character and leadership skills that will help me impact the future of the Appalachian region. Come visit us or learn more at alc.edu.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
For over 100 years, Hayden Citizens Bank has been a community partner to Hayden and Leslie County. From the tens of thousands of dollars donated to our schools and local charities to the events we sponsor, with hundreds of volunteer hours from our employees. Hayden Citizens Bank is committed to this community because we've been here for over a century. Locally owned and locally operated, no other bank will work for the people of Hayden and Leslie County like Hayden Citizens Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For over 25 years, we fought for Kentuckians injured through no fault of their own. During that time, we've traveled all across the country to take that fight to some of the biggest insurance carriers and corporations in the world. That kind of dedication is what's needed to get every dollar you deserve. If you've been injured in a motor vehicle collision caused by someone else's fault, call Bates & Slum right now and let us fight for you. The first consultation is free, and the attorney you see that first day will be the same attorney you see from the beginning of your case to the end. That's our promise to you at Bates & Slum.
Welcome back to the Nixon Center here. We're in our third game. We'll have our fourth game coming up. Lynn Camp and Knott Central right after this one. And it's been an enjoyable basketball day, Jim McCauley.
Oh, yeah. Anytime during the summer when you can get a little taste of any athletic event in the high school level, it's really nice.
Yep. And we had a special guest with us today, Mr. Ryan Farmer of Hayden KY, who watches all the teams play during the year, and he can tell you all about most of them. And
I hope I didn't destroy the Hometown 24's reputation by being on the radio. I hope I didn't.
Absolutely not, Ryan.
Good.
Absolutely not.
Hope Josh understands. I guess he'll.
You helped us out, matter of fact, didn't he, Jim?
Oh, yes.
I mean, it was, Manus sneaked off today, so he's up watching a big baseball game.
Maybe
Yankees
maybe
and the
maybe
Reds.
he'll catch a foul ball.
Hey, I hope he does.
Yeah.
Jim, you been to the Cubs this year to watch?
No, I've not been to Wrigley.
Did you watch them in?
No, they the week that I was out of town, I think the when they had the Reds hosted the Cubs.
Yeah.
But they'll have them one more time. I think it's in late July.
You're going to try to make
yes.
that. Sayre will get the basketball. 31-17 their score.
Sayre started off really hot, and Harlan Independence really clamped down defensively as you see him pick up at half court, pressuring the ball.
Well, I tell you what, Harlan.
Nice pass.
A little bit too strong on the glass there, but come back. I tell you, Harlan Independent puts good pressure on the ball up top.
No, they're long and quick. You see number 3 here, and I'm sorry, once again, we don't have rosters, but very athletic.
Waiting on Lynn Camp to come in the building so we can get their roster. Knott County's already give us theirs. So, we'll try to have our rosters ready for the next game.
Sayre coming out now, full court pressure again. Oof, E-walk.
Yep. Sayre, I think, plays pretty decent defense, Jim. They're having trouble with that right there, putting the ball in the basket.
That's their first bucket in a long time.
Yeah, they've just not been able, Ryan, to hit any shots.
They're going to get back in the game. They're going to need to do that.
Yeah, you're right.
They can't afford to trade baskets either with Harlan, I don't believe.
No, you can't do that. Not when you're down 14. You gotta have some stops.
Yep.
And Harlan Independent very patient with the basketball, good spacing.
Yeah, they are. And if you notice, Sayers likes the matchup right here. And because really on that matchup, you usually have help on the block, but the hands were down low instead of got both hands up in the air. Here Lynn Camp has made their way in, guys, looks like. So we'll be able to sign those guys up here in a second and get them ready.
Lynn Camp Wildcats.
Yeah, I've been to Lynn Camp High School. It's down in between Corbin and
Barberville?
Barberville. You're right, Ryan Farmer. Pretty nice looking high school
It is.
there.
It's nice facilities.
Yeah.
On the bypass.
Yeah. Yep. Boy, they're known for football, aren't they, Ryan?
Yeah.
David Mitchell.
Yeah, David Mitchell coached there for a long time and always put a good product on the field.
He did.
Not good spacing there. Too close and really lost control of the ball. Probably should have hung on to it, and maybe a teammate could have come to him.
Yeah.
And if you're going to foul, you get your money.
Yeah, that
first,
one,
I
he got
guess.
it all.
Yep.
If you're going to try to play catch up, you can't afford to have missed opportunities.
Yeah, you're right. 35-19 their score. And notice in their next game coming up, it looks like now Central with some youth and Lynn Camp with some height.
Oh, yeah.
So, how's Manus Blair? You heard from him?
Not in a while.
Not in a while.
Tell you, this kid, I really like his game, David. He has played well on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I do like
nice
him.
touch.
I do.
Hits the boards hard.
He leaps well. His hands are strong. Ooh. Coach didn't much care for that one, but
No, I don't know if he
was
in position.
in position. Yeah.
Oh, he walked like a lot.
Too wide open.
Catch and took a couple steps, and they really won't let you do
No,
that.
no.
You know. Harlan Independent still in the man defense. As Sayer will weave out front. They brought their forward player up to set the screens
I'm
at
telling you,
high. And
really like this kid's game.
yeah. Harlan Independent, good ball movement, and going to end up with a nice shot there.
Yeah.
4 or 5 feet out to make the score 20 now.
Yeah, Harlan Independent really passing the look test here. Is they're going to be a handful over there in that district.
Well, you know, you look at North Laurel and all the teams over there. Bale had a lot coming back. North Laurel, Davis is back. So
Yeah, you've got Bell, Harlan Independent, Harlan County, and who is the fourth team in that? Is Pineville?
yeah.
Is that
Pineville's in
Millsboro.
with Bale, and Millsboro is there.
Yeah.
And
It's Harlan Independent, Harlan County, and,
yeah, Harlan Independent's in with Harlan counties.
and Bell is as well, aren't they?
And Millsboro,
And
yes.
Middlesboro.
Yeah.
Yes.
I tell you, that's some tough basketball there. Used to be some tough football, and still is. Usually Bale and Harlan, but now Harlan was down some last
Yeah,
year.
Harlan's
wasn't he,
been
Jim?
down the last 2 or 3 years. They've got a new coach over there this year at Harlan County.
Yeah.
You know, Bell County, Dudley's going to be Bell County. You know, they're solid.
Mm-hmm. We got a short timeout here, 41-22, as Harlan has opened this game up, Harlan Independent. So we'll just leave it here as Lynn Camp and Knott County has already arrived for this next game.
What do y'all remember about the old 55th district when Breathitt Knott was in the same district? Remember
Well,
those days?
that was some tough ball games.
Was it not a draw then either? Was it? Because that was Riverside.
There was
Concordia.
there was draws. There was no seat.
That's what I'm saying.
back
No
in
seating.
those
It was a
days.
draw. Because I
See,
remember coaching and Drew Breathitt, and that was just
You had the 53rd. You had Letcher, Neon, Whitesburg,
and Jenkins.
And That made up 4 teams. Then you come to 55th, and you had Knott County, Breathitt, Jackson City, Riverside and Cordia. And then you had Wolf County in with Powell at that time. And
Lee and Owsley.
yeah, Lee and Owsley.
Back in the day, I guess.
Back in the day when you had to win every game you could win. And you had the 54th, of course, Hazard, Leslie County, Buckhorn. Back in the day, you had Dilts Combs, MC Napier, and Buckhorn, of course, and then you had Hazard. And, boy, I tell you, that was in the days when you enjoyed a ball game. A tough ball game.
Yeah, and you had to fight to get out of your district.
Yeah.
Back in them days.
And Harlan is just...
Yeah, too much. They're 21 points ahead right now.
Yeah, this game is... Sayre just cannot... You know, they can move the ball pretty well. And
Just can't score it in the bucket.
They do a lot of good fundamental stuff, but they're just not being able to score. Look at that. Excellent pass. You can tell that the kids have been coached when you do stuff like that. But they've just had trouble putting the ball in the basket today. 43-22 our score. And 1 out of 2. 11:40 to go in the ball game.
Nice hustle. Sayre saved the ball in bounds. Yeah, Sayre showing some signs of life with a 3.
Yeah.
Little 5-point swing.
Who knows? You know, get hot here and hit 2 or 3 shots. You get 2 or 3 stops, and you get things going.
One thing about summer ball, you know, when the officials let it, they let them play a little bit, you learn to be strong with the basketball. You know, catching it with 2 hands, using your elbows to protect the basketball. Nice step through to get out of the trap.
Well, he worked hard, got his shot, but a little too strong on the board.
Oh, it's rough down there. Sayre with another 3, count it, just like that. Cut the lead down to
looks like 14.
Yeah, from 21 to 14 in just a matter of minutes. Harlan County fires up the 3-pointer. Harlan went cold. And Sayre have a chance right now to.
If they get single digits, Jim, they might.
Yeah, you're right. I
make a
mean,
run.
they've cut it down pretty quick in the last 3 minutes.
Yep. They got time to make a run, though.
They sure do. Harlan Independent's gotten a little complacent with that lead. The defensive pressure is not what it was.
Yep.
Nice step through bucket by Sayre. Cut the lead to 12. So that 20-point lead disappeared. And Harlan Independent turns it over, so they got a chance right here with a 3 to cut it down to single digits.
Indeed they do.
See if that wakes up Independent. And now down to a 10-point ball game. Ryan, if this was a real game, would you burn a timeout right now if you're Harlan Independent?
I might well consider doing it because they got Knowles on the side of Sayre.
They just look really out of. And Sayre's going to call a timeout and have a chance to cut in the single digits, Ryan.
Yep, they sure do. They're still in the game, you know.
Oh, yeah, plenty of time now.
Yes, indeed.
David, 20-point lead's gone in 3 minutes.
You know what they say, throw it away a couple times, hit a couple threes, and still hit a time or two, and like Ryan Farmer says, you're back in the ball game. We do have rosters for the second game. We do have Lynn Camps and Knott Camps ready to go.
Dave Adams is clutch, buddy.
Huh?
You're clutch, Dave Adams.
Well, Jim, he got us started, but and last time,
didn't have time to.
We apologize for the Sayre and Harlan game. Man, it got started as soon as the other game ended.
Just 5 minutes to warm up.
Oh my! But we're ready to go for our last game. We're
going to have an entertaining last 8 minutes here.
Yeah.
All the momentum Sayre's way right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then that happens.
Passed in the crowd, and here comes Harlan. 7:50 on the clock, 10-point lead for the Green Dragons.
Yeah, and Harlan had done such a good job getting the ball inside, and they've been unable to do that the last few minutes.
What a rebound, good effort, good work.
And Harlan comes away empty-handed again after 4 attempts.
I thought both teams took a bad, it seemed like a pressure, a panic shot to get rid of it,
Yep, it's Independent turns it over one more time, and Independent has won about 4 minutes without scoring, David.
Yeah, they have. And I think it's all because Sayre's defense is, I think, is picked up in the outer court guys, pressuring the basketball.
Yeah, making it harder to throw that entry pass. This one will cut it down. Oh, he misses the 3 out wide. Very physical defense from Sayre.
Had an opportunity there, a little 8-footer, and turned it down. Now, there's what I was talking about when you get the match. You get the double, the block guy when you do that.
Nowhere to go.
Yep, nowhere to go. When they bailed him out, Arms would have stayed straight up. He'd had a difficult shot, Two free throws coming up. First one.
Yeah, and that's the first
money.
Point. Yep, the first point in a while.
How many big men do you still see dribble the ball inside? And you shouldn't do that. How many do you still see it happen a lot?
Yeah, it does happen. No question about it.
You try to coach them, I guess, not to do that.
You coach them not to, especially when the double team comes over. You you teach them to put it up above their head with the elbows extended. But you know, you got to get used to that. The kids got to really work on that.
That's just not good
Yeah, right.
basketball skills.
There's the 20-footer by Jim McCauley's player of the game. Good spacing. As Harlan will put block to block as they'll go too deep down as 3 out, 2 in.
Yeah, Harlan County is going to have to reverse. Harlan Independent. Nice shot.
Yeah.
You know, when they get that hard double in the block, they got to reverse the ball a little quicker to find the open man.
I tell you, this Harlan Independent, Jim, could be a pretty good team by
I
about
agree.
1st of February.
Yeah, Independent, you know, kind of seems like they're getting back on track a little bit more defensively, and I think they just got complacent with that 20-point lead.
I think so, too. Yeah. But also give Sayre credit. Their defense they picked up.
Yes, indeed.
Lynn Camp out of 13th as well will be our next game coming up. They're going against Knox Central.
They're out of the 51st district, but Knox Central, Barberville, and Pineville.
And Pineville had a great year last year, but just in a region that was just so loaded.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
I see the Napier boy is not on the roster. He couldn't be here today, so Knott County will be without one of their shooters in this
They'll get
next
it back,
game.
I'd say, so.
But in summer ball, you go play who you got, guys.
Yes, you do.
Don't you, Ryan?
Indeed.
Yeah.
And they'll get him back, I'd say, for the regular season.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun year for basketball, I think, in this region.
I think there are going to be some surprises. There's some teams that you did not think that would be at the top, and maybe more at the middle, but they could be at the top.
Oh, yeah.
You know. That's a tough shot, guys.
Yeah, Sayre once again putting a little run together to cut it back to 11.
Yeah. Too close to make a bounce pass.
It's a good idea, but just a little close.
Yeah, he probably should have hung on to the basketball, to be honest with you.
So there's going to be a chance to cut it down to 9.
Yeah.
It's always amazing when teams get a big lead, they just relax. It always happens to everybody. It's
Well,
a habit or something they just do or what?
I think Jim's right. I think Sayre, if they lose this game, it's going to be the first 8 minutes. I mean, the first 4 minutes of the second half. Yeah. Let's take 30 seconds, and when we come back, we'll finish this one out. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
48-39, our score with 2:41. Our fourth game will be coming up. Lynn Camp and Knott County right after this. And in our first game, Leslie County a winner today. Second game, Breathitt County a winner today. So seen some close games today. And as summer ball, sometimes you have close games, you have some bad games.
You know, and a lot of times too, and it's getting to the point of the summer where the kids are tired. They play a grueling schedule for about 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Legs start to give out on you. You start thinking about that trip and the beach.
Yeah.
And
now, after today, Hometown 24, you'll see us back on in August as we'll have volleyball and football coverage. So you'll want to pay attention for that right here on your TVS Hometown 24 station. So
good time for the dead period, I guess.
Yeah, it's a good time. As hot as it is outside, the dead period still started 2 or 3 days ago, Ryan Farmer.
Yeah.
But anyway, good pressure by Sayre, and now Harlan Independent's going to take a timeout. We'll leave it here. Jim, Sayer's got no choice. They got to start doubling and
yeah, you're going to see a lot of fouls here coming
Yeah.
down the stretch. It's under the 2-minute mark. You know, Harlan, you see right there, they're starting to try to spread the floor and ice it just a little bit, which, you know, 8-point lead is.
Yeah. Ryan, Harlan Independent's got to take care of the basketball
That's the
if
key.
they're going to win
They
this.
hit the free throws.
Yeah,
Like anybody, yeah.
Yeah, that's their key. Turnovers will bring this even closer. It's down to 8.
would.
It's closest it's been since about the 17-minute mark in the first half.
Ball protection. All protection.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Ryan, in summer ball, it's easier said than done
Yeah.
because the games are a little bit more physical and your mindset a little bit more different. You know, sometimes you see kids force shots in summer ball that they wouldn't take during the regular season. But you see they're going to run out and jump and trap every chance they get from here on out. Nice rebound. That was big bucket for Harlan Independent. Stretched the lead back out to 10.
Yep, that was a big-time rebound, no question about it.
Yeah, Sayre going to have to score quickly. Oh, and he walked. Yeah. Just got his feet tangled up right there. Nice take as it rattles around.
That was a nice drive. Jim, you are right, my friend.
Yeah, he had one idea since he crossed half court. Boy, yeah, Harlan has been very active with their hands.
So Harlan will move on, guys, with 55 seconds to go unless something. 97 degrees in Hyden, Kentucky right now. Ryan Former?
That's a scorcher now.
That's pretty tough, Ryan.
Makes you think about Alaska, doesn't it?
And it's, you know, it's 4 o'clock. Usually the temperature starts to drop at what, about 5:15.
Buddy, yesterday it was 90 going to almost into 7 o'clock. 6:30 it was 9 degrees.
Man, that's hot, ain't it, Jim?
Yes, it is. Wow, another little up and under circus move. The lead expanded out to 16, and that'll about do it.
A little contact there and looking for the foul, but you get in a big crowd and it's hard to get it sometimes. Now Sayre will ease up.
Yeah.
I don't think. The lead's just too much, Jim.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
Harlan, good ball movement. Harlan Independent. 13th region team playing against Lexington Sayre, who's down in the flat country, and that game's going to be over right there, my friends. So 56-40, our final score in our third game. Harlan, the winner. Our fourth game will be coming up. We're going to take a break. We'll have Lynn Camp and Knott County as soon as we come back. Stay with us. Hometown 24 Sports.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
This is the fourth app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC. Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
For over 25 years, we fought for Kentuckians injured through no fault of their own. During that time, we've traveled all across the country to take that fight to some of the biggest insurance carriers and corporations in the world. That kind of dedication is what's needed to get every dollar you deserve. If you've been injured in a motor vehicle collision caused by someone else's fault, call Bates & Sloan right now and let us fight for you. The first consultation is free, and the attorney you see that first day will be the same attorney you see from the beginning of your case to the end. That's our promise to you at Bates & Sloan.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance helps protect more than 474,000 Kentucky families and businesses. Many of our members have been with us for years, even decades. Perhaps it's because of the competitive rates or our unmatched service. Or maybe the biggest reason is they know they can count on Kentucky's insurance company to be there when it matters. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
We have determined that you have early onset Alzheimer's disease.
Why me? How could I have prevented this?
Research shows that reducing stress levels, not partaking in substance abuse, and being aware of safety measures are a few ways to prevent it.
So how quickly can this progress?
There's no definitive timeline. Everyone is different.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Welcome back to the Nixon Center on the campus of Leslie County High School, our fourth game of the day. Knott County Central and Lynn Camp. Lynn Camp out of the 13th region, Knott County 14th region team. Getting ready here to get underway. Lynn Camp, Woods, Rose, Bayo, Mabe. Is that Chafin?
Yep.
Will be their starting lineup as their roster. We do have a roster for them. Chance Ambergy, Mosley, Hall, Little Mullins will come out for Knott County to get started here.
You know, really interested to see how it's our first chance to see Knott County. And, you know, Connor Napier not playing today definitely impacts their ability to shoot from deep. But you see some familiar faces out there. You know, Chance Ehrenberg, outstanding scorer for Knott County Central.
Yeah.
Gavin Mosley can light it up from outside. Excellent three-point shooter. Jaden Hall going to have to become more of an offensive threat this year for the Patriots than he has the last couple of years. Does a lot of good things. Didn't look for his shot very often last year.
You know, summer ball, sometimes it's just hard to get a look at a team. Like you mentioned, Ryan, we've seen Leslie play. No, their big boy out. You know, and they relied on, 99% of their points from the outside. So we're going to see how this plays as Mosley will get it for Knott County. Lynn Camp was set in the 1-2-2 zone, and here's Ambergy driving. Back to Mosley, 20-footer.
Really good out there, but you see right offhand, you know, the offense is going to go through Ambergy. Ambergy's a 3-level scorer, drives with the ball, good, strong body, just an excellent player.
And they get that Napier back there, should be decent.
Yeah, Napier is a kid that can score points. Ambergy will add.
Yeah, rattles it in and out right there for Ambergy.
He got robbed in hiding.
Yeah, Mosley, big shoes to fill, you know, filling in for Drake Sloan. Drake, you know, did a wonderful job running the point last year for Knott County Central.
Woods, their scorer, as he hits 3 right off there from 20. Good pass by Knott County moving the ball. And Drew Little got in a panic mode there a little bit.
Made a great first step and a good move, but just took an ill-advised shot there.
Woods, 24 feet from the bucket, gets them started over to Chafin. Chafin thought about it, still at the top, moves left side, drives down, pass too high, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Again, on one-handed passes. How many times have we all seen that down through the years?
You know, most coaches don't like that.
No, they
you
don't.
can ask Jim McCauley. They do not like that.
We like that fundamental chest pass.
That's true.
Yep, you're right. Nice move there by the big guy.
Yeah, that's just what we were talking about with Jaden, the ability to look for your shot when you get the ball in the middle. You know, last year.
How tall is he?
Maybe 6'1".
I would think so.
But he plays a little bigger than that.
Got it.
Nice pass there. Nice move by the big guy.
Mullins.
Mullins gets his first bucket, and it's 4-3 Knott here early in the first half. I'm surprised Wood's not firing that thing. He's their big scorer, Jim.
Nice pass out. And Mosley misses the bunny, but followed in by Ambergy.
Ambergy, a nice touch. 6-3 your score. Good spacing by.
Yeah, very open.
The middle is open when you guard Lynn Camp man to man, no question about it. Ambergy up the right side, looks the floor over, good pass in. Made the good pass, and Mullins just not strong enough to finish it there. And Lynn Camp will get the bucket by Chafin.
Yeah, Chafin really quick coming down the floor right there. Kind of beat the Knott County defenders back to the basket.
Spacing by Knott County. Mosley thought about it, not going to take it. There's the pass in the Hall, and he'll put it in.
Yeah, I really like this Hall. You know, looking for his shot right there.
Yeah.
You know, even though he was close last year, a lot of times we'd see him catch the ball, and his first look was to look for somebody else.
Double stack starting out low on the block is Lynn Camp, and they come high with a shot as Ambergy will take it. And there's a good pass, and Mullins will get the bucket. And it's
team pass.
It's 10-5 early as Knott County has jumped out to an early lead. 16 minutes, first time. You know, I'm shocked that they're not setting a little more screens for Woods. I'm going to be honest with you.
Especially as the spacing's opens the floor up so much.
He's their return player from last year who scored quite a bit for them, and he's not even looking for a shot, Jim McCauley.
What was the call, a forearm or something?
I didn't even see it.
Okay. Some kind of offensive foul.
Hall 8-footer.
Yeah, give him
Nice
6
player.
already.
Nice
Yeah.
player.
Lindcamp leaving the middle open
Oh,
right
yeah.
now, and I think Coach Honeycutt's wanting Knott County to take advantage of that, as that's going to be a turnover, and it looks like Knott County's going to get the basketball on the go.
Yeah, Lindcamp going to have to show a little bit more fire right here. It's going to be
Yeah.
a long day for him as Hall picks up his 8th point with the M1.
14-5 our score. We're going to take a break. Knott County will shoot a free throw when we come back. Stay with us.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Welcome back to the Richard M. Nixon Center. And folks, I want to tell you, it's nice in here. It's been 70 degrees. It feels great. And outside, Jim McCauley held his phone up a while ago and it said 97. And I don't know if he had a lighter on it under it
no.
or what.
Yes.
But it was hot.
It's hot.
It's hot. So, Hall will have won the old-fashioned three-point play here with 14:59 to go in the first half. 14-5 our score. Shots off. Mullins will get the rebound and put it up. No good. And Lindcamp will bring the rebound out as Rose will get the rebound.
Turn it over quickly.
Jim, besides those 3 players, who else let you got besides those 3 players? They got other players?
Yeah, I mean, I
bench?
think that, they've probably got a rotation. They've got about 8 kids that are going to play quite
good.
I think that one of the big surprises, Alex Gillum,
Yeah.
he's got good height, about 6'3", shoots the ball really well,
Yeah.
but starting to take the ball to the basket a little bit.
Cougars will be a team this year different than they've probably been the last 2 years. The Cougars has strength.
Yes.
A lot of teams has some speed and a little strength. They've got a lot of strength.
Yeah, I think you'll see, Colton Delaney, that's Terry Delaney's little brother, added some muscle this year.
Hey, I
and,
thought he played well.
He did. And,
I can't get that number, Jim. The boy just put that in on us.
Sarah, you go ahead.
But anyway, go ahead, Jim.
Mason Boggs, who was injured last year most of the time, will return as point guard. So, the Cougars have some pieces. I think that they, if it falls in place, they could be right there at the end with, with the teams we mentioned, Perry, Hazard, Powell. Wolfgang is a team we've not talked about a lot that brings everybody back again.
Yep. Hurley checks in for Knott County. He's a good-sized young man.
Yeah, he's got, we don't fault him for his lineage. We can't help.
There he goes again.
There's Hall with a
that gives him his 10th point out of 16.
Yeah, he's making it look easy. And Lindcamp is spread there and leaving the middle, and he's going to drive that Ryan every time if they're not going to close it down. Hamburgie with a nice pass. Hits Mosley. Little makes a move, but it's blocked on a defensive play by Rose as he goes up.
What grade is Little in? Do you know, David?
I do not know.
He looks young.
Yes, he does.
Would it surprise you if you let your 3-peat in softball? Jim?
Not at all.
No. Hurley. Nice looking shot. And Hurley puts it. Was that Hurley?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
23. Yep,
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
With a
Ryan,
big
they
bucket.
return. They lost 2 seniors off that team. So they return, the bulk of their team.
They've still got good pitching. You're right,
Yeah.
Jim. You got to have that pitching in baseball and softball, and you got to have it.
Yeah, and Scarlett, I think she did this year, and I'm not for sure. I think she broke the school's record for strikeouts.
Guess what,
Yeah,
guys?
that's a shot right there.
Hey, where have you been, Mr. Woods? He shot 2 shots and made them both,
Well,
Jim
you know what
McCall.
that means, don't you?
Oh, my. Hurley looks it over. Nice pass over. Little looks, gets set, and rings the bell from 20. What did Coach Noble say about the burger and the Coke?
He said he was on his way.
Okay, he's a good guy.
Bang.
Woods says, give me the jumper from 24, and I'll hit it.
Well, he's got a smooth shot.
He does.
Very quick release.
I'm surprised he's not shot it every time down. Ambergy thought about it.
He just decided to wake up, I think, David.
Yeah, I think so. Nice drive
Nice
there.
take. Little hesitation drive.
Yeah, Mayo with the bucket. 21-15.
So just like that, Leankamp clawing their way back in.
6-point lead for the Patriots. I thought he was going to fire that. Cornet. Ambergy got in a crowd there. Got to be strong with the ball you get in there. He was looking to pass it on the block. And Woods just hit one from 30.
Yeah, Woods knows what he's doing now.
From 30.
He was just kind of, I guess he just hadn't woke up from the bus ride.
I don't know. It shocked me him coming down and passing the ball. I didn't know what he was doing. Ambergy takes it in. He's going to be fouled. Thought he was going to get the old-fashioned three-point play, but here comes Knott County. Coach Honeycutt giving Hurley Little and going to give Ambergy a break.
Obviously, Jay Perkins is a very good softball coach.
And Jay is a good
Jay
coach.
Perkins.
But the thing Jay does, he loves the kids.
Yeah.
Right, and that's one thing that I really admire about Jay. And he's the guy that you don't want to be mean to one of his girls because he's a big guy, and that old Marine Corps State Police come out in him.
I thought the baseball coach they had last season.
I heard he was terrible.
He should have been on extended contract.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I've not figured that out yet, but he should have got a lifetime contract.
No, they told him, they said, listen, we've had enough of you, McCauley, you're out of here.
Mullins trying to retrieve the ball over to Mosley, head fake.
I'm surprised Mosley's not shot the ball.
No, he's not looked to either, has
No,
he, Jim?
he's a very proficient outside shooter.
You're right. He can put it up. Knott County will have the ball. We'll try to get this number here. Owsley will get ready to put it in play for Knott County. Hall knew he was in the crowd. Nice pass over.
There's a shot from Mosley.
Got robbed in hiding. Like Ryan Farmer says, these rims are solid. You got to make it or you don't make it.
Yeah, spacing a little disjointed right now.
Now watch here, Mr. Woods, head fake, drives right, 20-footer, fakes
Oh,
one.
that's a heat check right there.
Yeah.
As he looks over and smiles at his coach.
Yeah. He knew he should have passed that at that time. That's one that he probably should have.
Woo.
Knott County moving the basketball is Mosley.
Yeah, nice little teardrop from Mosley.
8-footer, 25-18 as we're down to close to the 7.5-minute mark.
This may seem like a weird question, but how many passes are too many passes in basketball, you think?
Well, that's what you call, please let me into
That's
the
dropping
bucket.
the blade and bulldozing.
Yeah. That bucket by Powers, and he showed power.
Yes, he did.
.35 is Melton. He's been playing hard. And Hall gets the bucket.
I think that gives Hall 12.
Yeah. Melton's on the floor. I know he is a freshman. Nice play there, 0-0. That's Owsley. He gets a bucket, and I'm not sure about his class. But Knott County's picked the pressure up
Yes.
again.
Ooh, heartbreak.
He got robbed in Hyden. Number 10, that was Mayo with a shot.
Yeah, Mosley can't buy one right now, and he's usually a lights-out shooter from outside.
Yeah. Woods brings it down, left side. Drives, rim, puts it back up, and it goes in. Let's get his number, Jim. Lynn Camp has no numbers
On the
but
front, yeah,
a
it's-
small that's very hard to pick up. That was
Number 15, that's Landon Rose.
Yep, Rose gets the bucket, and Hall gets another one. He's played pretty easy
Well,
down
he's-
there,
he's-
Jim McCall.
Yeah. They give him 14 on the half.
Yep, 31-22 her score. Hall's been the difference so far.
Oh, yes.
Ryan.
Yeah, you can't give him no space, though.
You're right. They're going to have to start doubling that and making him pass back out, Jim.
Or just some semblance of pressure.
Yeah,
Give a great score space, you know what's going
You're
to happen.
right. 5.5 minutes, 31-22. Nice move by Hamburgy to
Yeah, free up Owsley and missed the open shot.
Owsley got a good look because of Hamburgy. Yep, you're right. Hamburgy. Owsley, Hamburgy. To Hall, and there's another 6-footer.
I think that if I was Lynn Camp, I would push him a little further out.
I agree with you.
He's got 16 in the first half. Yeah, that's deep. A little much.
Melton gets the bucket, but Hall gave him the pass. It
Yep.
was a bounce pass, perfect down the floor. 35-22, just like that. Knott County back by 13. Woods way out in the left. Lynn Camp with a jumper, no good. Rebound. Here comes Mosley. Down to Melton. He looks for the three.
Nice
Rings the
shot.
bell. And Melton is looking good for a freshman. (38-22). I thought he had his teammate open down there,
Yeah.
Jim, but just decided not to go that way. Hall's going to bring it down. He's got people on both ends. Over to Melton, another three on its way. That one's off. Rebound Ambergy, and he's
That's
going
a
to get
job.
the bucket. Knott County's out-rebounding them now
Yeah.
and getting a second shot.
Timeout
And
might be a good idea for Lynn Camp, man.
I think you may be right. It's 40-22. Knott County on a 12-0 run.
Well, so much for that idea.
Yep, the run ends 40-24. Nice move by Amberg.
Yeah, and I feel like Amber can do that pretty much any time right now.
Yeah. I think Lynn Camp started playing a little deep, and they brought themselves back a little bit, Jim, and then they quit again. So Ambergy with a long pass to Mosley. Mosley into Hall, and he'll put up the 6-footer.
That's 18 for Hall in the
Yeah.
first half.
And Hall, Coach Honeycutt will have to buy Hall a burger and a Coke.
Yes,
after
he
this
will.
game. And nice move there by Mayo as he puts it in. And 44-26 er score, 2:30 to go in the first half.
It's a nice move right there.
I've not seen that.
I
out of
mean,
Hall
either, and he
before.
shot it with his right hand as he
Yeah.
got over and under. I give him 20 in the first half.
46-26 er score. And Owsley
Yeah,
with
nice
the
little up and under reverse layup.
Knott County with some young players that came to play for them today.
Yeah, they've got.
I thought Mullins played pretty well in the paint, big
Yep.
guy. Easy layup. Now we're playing strong defense both ends. 48-28. The thing about summer ball, I don't know, Jill.
Yeah, well.
Owsley, 20-footer.
Yeah, Knott County really heating up from outside.
51-28.
No answer either.
No, well, the defensive pressure, and Lynn Camp very lackadaisical right now on both ends of the court.
Yeah.
Melton and Hall goes out. They played well. Both of those young men had good outing. Played hard. Under a minute.
Yeah, Knott County, a highly touted 8th grade class coming in this year as freshmen.
Yeah, Hyman and,
you had some solid players at Hyman, Car Creek, Beaver.
Yeah, Craft Boy over at Car Creek, another shooter to add to this team.
The Huff, who is no longer a small kid. The last time I saw him, he's been eating good.
Yep, you're right. And Melton kid from Hyman there that we got to see play. He got a lot of...
he's got some skills.
Yeah, so...
the Riley kid's a solid player, Colton.
Little. Seen Hurley kid come in right there, number 23, and he made a bucket or two while ago. So we played a half at the Nixon Center in their fourth game. 51-30 your score. We'll take a break. Second half coming up. Stay with us.
My name is Colby, and I'm from Leslie County, Kentucky. I chose Alice Lloyd College because of the Appalachian Leader Scholarship, which covers my tuition. Attending Alice Lloyd College without worrying about the cost is priceless. Also, through the Student Work Program, ALC is helping me grow as a person. Here, I'm building character and leadership skills that will help me impact the future of the Appalachian region. Come visit us or learn more at alc.edu.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
For over 100 years, Hayden Citizens Bank has been a community partner to Hayden and Leslie County. From the tens of thousands of dollars donated to our schools and local charities to the events we sponsor, with hundreds of volunteer hours from our employees. Hayden Citizens Bank is committed to this community because we've been here for over a century. Locally owned and locally operated, no other bank will work for the people of Hayden and Leslie County like Hayden Citizens Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For over 25 years, we fought for Kentuckians injured through no fault of their own. During that time, we've traveled all across the country to take that fight to some of the biggest insurance carriers and corporations in the world. That kind of dedication is what's needed to get every dollar you deserve. If you've been injured in a motor vehicle collision caused by someone else's fault, call Bates & Sloan right now and let us fight for you. The first consultation is free, and the attorney you see that first day will be the same attorney you see from the beginning of your case to the end. That's our promise to you at Bates & Sloan.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
Welcome back to the Nixon Center, and I think times are tough when the crew goes and gets a lot of food and don't bring us nothing, Jim McCollum.
It looks good and it smells good.
I think times are true, right? But anyway, 51-30 your score, getting ready to start the second half from the Nixon Center. I want to thank everyone for joining us. And by the way, I want to remind you, after this is over, the crew will still be here to bring you live broadcast video of the basketball games that are remaining. There's a couple still remaining. So, you know, we would be glad for you to continue to watch in. Well, somebody's tires are melting off. It's so hot out.
Well, they were going to bring you a burger and a pop, but he said he went outside and the tires were melted to the driveway, David.
Oh, my goodness. Man, I'm telling you guys, no joke here. We've been talking about the heat.
It is.
Did we have a 97-degree day last summer?
I don't remember it being like that.
I know we had some 90, but I don't think we got near 100 last summer. I may be wrong, but who knows?
Well, you know, and acclimation-wise, it rained, and it was 70 for 3 weeks of rain. So you're used to being outside and it's cool, and now you open the door and it's like checking the oven for cornbread, see if it's ready.
Well, usually around 5 o'clock it starts cooling down a little bit.
Let's hope it does.
I hope it does. I hope it. Second half getting ready to start. Lynn Camp will have the basketball. They'll be moving to the left here. They're in the white uniforms, not Central in the red white numbers.
And I repeat what I said earlier. They can't, like the other team did, you can't trade baskets.
No.
When you're down 21, you got to come out and play.
No, I'm going to tell you, really, the first 5 minutes here will decide if the game's over or we're going to continue. And it don't look good as Little will get the steal and go in and lay it in. And Drew gets a big bucket there, 53-30. And if you're Lynn Camp, you've got to, like you said, Ryan, you got to make some buckets and get some defense. Get the defense going, Jim.
Yeah.
Jump the ball.
Mullins has his hand on it, and it's going to go the other way. Third weekend Friday is when we'll be back for football. Volleyball will start a little before that one, Jim McCauley.
Yes. It'll start. I think they start playing the first week of school in volleyball.
Okay. So about the 15th, volleyball gets tipped off. 12th, 13th, somewhere in that area.
Hamburger from deep, no good. You know, if I'm Coach Honeycutt, you know, you've got to be pleased with what you saw. But, you know, the thing is, as a coach, when you're up 23, you want to see who still plays hard, who's still doing the fundamental things, you know,
Right.
who's doing the things that we work on in practice. And, you know, not to have a letdown or, you know, do silly stuff.
And to be honest, I thought Camp played defense about 5 minutes last half. When
I agree.
Knott County made subs, they came back, they started pressuring, playing hard. I don't know if they've already played a game or not. but
No, they were playing Owsley, and Owsley didn't show up.
Okay.
So this is their first game.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be a flat legs thing.
Yeah. Ambergy. Bosley
Yeah,
looked
Mosley.
on target, but too strong. That may get him going.
Yeah, you know, Amberg is such a fun kid to watch. You know,
Yeah.
he does everything that you ask as a coach. A good defense from Mosley out here on the top of the key.
Now, that's a good pass, Ryan Farmer.
It was.
Really, Lynn can't buy a bucket.
No, they're just, they made the, cut it to 8, got back in it, was playing hard, and then
It's Little hits a 3 to expand the lead out now to 26.
Coach Honeycutt made the subs and continued to make subs, and it just got away from him. Hall had that one, just couldn't hold on to it. That one's short.
You see Lynn Camp players kind of standing around.
Yeah, they're just not fighting it hard now. It's Mullins over to Ambergy, and he comes off that miss and puts it back in.
Well, you talked about the running clock, Ryan, but it's already running. It'd be a double run now.
Yeah. I think that's a good rule.
Oh, yes. Yeah, nice take from Little.
Yep. 62-31.
31-point lead as Lynn Camp calls a timeout.
We'll keep it here, guys.
Well, thank y'all for letting me join.
Now,
y'all.
Ryan, I want to tell you something. We're glad you come by today. I was wondering about you, me and Jim.
Well,
it's always good to have.
And he's very knowledgeable. I
He
enjoy,
is,
you know, it doesn't
yeah.
matter if it's Leslie County or if it's where it's at in the region.
And Ryan is very good about bringing you back and talking about teams in the past as well. They're good
student of the
players.
game for sure.
Yeah, no question about it. We're tickled to death you stopped by.
One
and
sport I don't
seen
know
us
much
today.
about is curling.
What was
Curling.
that sport again?
Curling.
Curling. Do you know anything about this
I
sport?
do. I'm going to curl 4 or 5 Dr. Peppers if I get hot out there.
Oh, that kind of. No. It's an Olympic sport, really.
Oh, I've watched them do it where they do the.
He was just being honest, Ryan.
I know it is. It is Dr. Pepper weather, though.
It is Dr.
God,
Pepper
I
weather.
reckon.
It's also Lipton tea if you're a tea drinker, or Ale 8.
Yeah. Leslie County have a lot of L8.
I don't know about that, but now.
You know, Winchester.
That's where it's at.
Yeah, Winchester's the one invented the
Yes, it
L8. But now, you'll see a lot of it. You know, a lot of people drink it down in that area. Mosley with a good move, but Ambergy comes in, thought he was going to clean up. Mullins back up. No. Mullins to Hall, and I can't believe Hall turned that one down.
Yeah.
Well, Little says, I'll take the 3, and
Yeah, Little shot the ball well tonight.
yeah.
Knott's always, I said Knott's all had a history of great shooters down through the years in Knott's.
Oh, yes.
It's always been that way in Knott's.
Honeycutt looks to.
Yeah, he's going to get this in, and Ambergy comes out with it. Good bounce pass to Mullins, and shot it too strong. And Little will pick it up to Ambergy. He goes in, lays it in for the easy bucket. 67,
It's the
31.
lead to 36.
And now we can say officially.
Yeah. And trying to get, Hurley comes in. Also,
Colton
Riley
Riley.
comes in.
Yeah.
Melton comes in. And I'm trying to get the kid on the far over there, 00. That would be Owsley. Now, I'm not for sure, but I know Riley's an 8th grader, I believe. But I think Owsley's 8th grader. Will be a freshman, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. (31-67). The clock will continue to roll on here in Hyden.
Lynn Camp shooting woes continue.
Yep. Football schedule should be coming up
everything's
before long.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to do a preseason show this year like we did last year.
You know, Josh, our director at the station, Josh Cornett, usually has one of those. And before, I know I'm sure Wes Smith, I'm not sure if Winston Lee or what. I'm not going to talk to Josh about his plans, but he usually has something to get it started the week before, you know.
And Lynn Camp finally on the boards here in the second half.
Did Knott County get a new scoreboard for their football stadium?
I think they had a new scoreboard. I'm not for sure, Ryan, but I think it was new just a year or two before. Maybe they.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. I know their field and bleachers and all that are new. And last year was Melton.
It's a nice looking shot.
Yeah,
really nice
Melton's
looking
a
shot.
nice looking player. He plays extremely hard.
Yeah, got his shoulders squared nicely.
Yeah. Knott County sort of went 2-3, and they're saying don't come in the middle, but we're going to let you shoot a 30.
Yeah.
You know.
That's a lot of beef down there in the paint right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Woods says, I'll take the 30. But anyway, 70-33. Clock continues to run, and Knott County looks like we'll move on and into the dead period starting tomorrow in high school basketball. And you want to play well today because it's going to be a while, Jim, before you get back in the old gym. Hurley goes up strong.
Yeah, nice pass down there to Hurley.
Yep, gets the bucket. The big guy right off the glass and puts it in.
Yeah, enjoy watching him during football season.
Yeah, he plays kind of tough. Plays hard. Nice touch there out of Lynn Kemp, 72-35. Melton down the left side. Riley will take the 22-footer and rebound by the big guy Mullins as he goes up and puts it back in. Lynn Kemp, all 5 out, guys.
Yeah. Not a whole lot of motion, just a lot of people holding their hands out. He'll shoot it.
Yep. Hurley with a rebound, and, you know.
Yeah, it's not where you want to take a charge, that's for sure.
Hurley's pretty good size boy. Pretty strong kid. Melton. Hurley. That's one they'd like to have back.
Yeah, nice take right there.
Yeah, that's a nice move by Chafin. And they got a steal. And here comes Lynn Camp with some effort. And shot that one too hard. As Mabe just could not get a hold of it well.
Oh, and the bank is open out here for Owsley.
Yeah. He cashed it in at Community Trust.
He did.
Yes, he did.
Darryl Sloan said that's 3.
Yeah. Darryl Sloan used to shoot the 3
he would shoot
pretty
it.
well.
Yep. Now it's all about the golf.
He didn't pass very well, but he shot it very well. Riley, a 20-footer. He's putting it up.
Yeah, he's not afraid to shoot it.
Melton, another bucket. I'll tell you, Melton.
Yeah, I like
good-looking
Melton's
prospect.
game.
Yeah. He's a good-looking prospect. Ball short. Nearing the 9-minute mark. Riley will get the bucket. And we got some more subs coming in as they get ready. 15. May have been a late arrival. Looks like Hurley may
Yeah, he picked up one there.
may have got more than the ball, but that was effort play. You'll live with that. Boy, college football will be coming up Labor Day.
Yep.
They start the Thursday night before most of the time.
Well, I'm sure Louisville will play on Thursday. They never
Yeah.
play on a Saturday.
Yeah, they like that. You know, I don't know if I would or not, Jim.
Yeah, they feel like that's the nobody else is on, so they've got all the attention.
Well, that's probably true. Well, the SEC, you just don't know what to expect now.
Well, you know, we talked about NIL, and the one thing about that in the SEC, it has created a little bit more parity in the SEC.
Yeah, it has. It has. Who's the favorite this year?
I'd say Texas, more than likely.
Yeah, you know, you're going to have not Eli Manning, but
Arch.
yeah.
Boy, Tennessee's quarterback said,
"See you later.
If you give me the money, I'm gone." So somebody give him the money. Nice jumper there. Wood's a true shooter.
That's a favorite part of his game.
Yeah. Yeah. No question. Got a nice touch. Shoots it well.
He does.
Knott County being very patient here as Riley
Nice step
goes
through.
in and back out, and there's Owsley going in and ball loose. So Owsley, he may be going to the line there.
Yep. As the clock continues to run.
Yeah. Wood's coming out. His day, I believe, may be over because it looks that way for him. Owsley's had a nice game, Jim.
He has.
Shoots it well. Landcamp from the top. No good. Gets the rebound, and they're going to throw it in. A little too much body there.
These younger kids for Lynn Camp playing with a little more enthusiasm.
Yes, they are. Melton, head fake, drive. Nice pass over to Hurley. Back to Melton. Back to Hurley. 10-footer. Ring the bell.
Yeah, ma'am.
85-41, 87-41. So last 5 minutes, and Ryan, me and Jim Bob honestly want to thank you for being with us today,
thank you for
big
allowing
guy.
me to do it.
Yeah,
Josh, if you're listening, I hope I've done a good job, Josh.
Yeah.
If you're listening.
Josh will brag on you. He knows you a big basketball fan of Hometown 24.
Well, thank you all for having me.
We was glad to have you. And everybody on the team shoots the 3-ball, Jim.
Yes, sir.
Looks like Big Hurley will come out and get a break, Zeke. And
yeah, we don't have 21 on the roster.
No, I think a couple of them may have come in a little later because the bench has got a little bigger too.
Yeah.
So I think maybe they had a JV game somewhere.
That's right.
And they just now coming in. So that's why we're where we at.
Mm-hmm.
Nice move there. Want to remind all of the viewers that Jim and Manus and I will be back in August. Manus does a lot of volleyball, so Jim and I, we don't.
Yeah, we're just football guys in the fall.
We're football guys in the fall, so Manus he does some football and he does volleyball as well, so. Jim, Bob, and I be getting ready for that. When we come to Leslie County, we get to see Mr. Ryan Farmer.
Oh, he might have us something to eat when we come next time.
I guarantee he will have at least Reese cups and a good cold water when we come back.
Dr. Pepper.
Now, if you all do it, bring pick and poke from Pick and Poke now. I love picking the poke at Hines.
Do you love picking and poke?
I love picking the poke.
Well, I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
I'll keep that in mind.
Appreciate it.
When I come to Leslie County, I'm going to see what I can do.
Okay.
Well, you'll have a hard time if you ride with me to make it over there with any food left.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
sorry, Ryan.
You know it'll be Ryan Farmer. You got to give him.
There's a tax.
He wants one of those big barbecue sandwiches.
Oh, he wants a half rack of ribs.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I love them ribs now.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
2 minutes and 37 seconds to go.
Yeah, Knott County just really spreading out and trying to take time off the clock. Is Riley. Good drive in. Owsley, I tell you what, that boy.
They've got some shooters.
They do.
They got shooters, man. They do.
Yeah.
They're going to get better as season progresses.
Yeah, they're going to be young, and you know how the strength goes. Napier is not playing today either, so I like to look at him for Knott County. He's another kid. They're going to be a team that they just have to work and get stronger, right, Jim?
Oh yeah, and that's the biggest difference between a freshman or sophomore and a 19-year-old senior. It's just the physicality.
Melton thought about it, but he's not going to there. Melton is a kid that
he's got a good body on him for a young kid.
He handles the ball well. Nice touch on his shot. And Coach Honeycutt, I think he's decided that.
Well, if you don't get to shoot it, you know, you get in there and get a chance to do it.
Yeah. Riley threw it long, but
a minute to go. Looks like Knott County's going to be happy to dribble it out right here.
Yeah, they got shooters on this team. Man, everybody come in and shot it. 40 seconds.
Yeah, they're not going to stop the clock
now.
No,
The score's too much. So Jim McCauley and David Adams and Ryan Farmer, I want to say good evening to you all, and still continue to watch as they will leave the live viewing that for you. So continue to watch the games as us three will sneak out of here and bid you a good afternoon as Knott County's about to round this game
up. Be safe in this heat, please.
Yeah, be safe in the heat, everybody, and drink plenty of liquids and fluids, and that's going to do it. 93-54, big game. Jim, What do you think about the games today, my friend?
Well, you know, it's like I said, it's any chance during the summer that you get a chance to watch some basketball and bring it out to the folks at home to flip over and watch it if you're in front of the air conditioner. That's a good day.
It is.
Ryan, I want to thank you for being
y'all
with
for having me.
us.
Thank y'all again for
Ryan
everything.
Farmer, a big sports fan here in the mountains. For David Adams and all the crew, stay with the crew. They'll be around the video. We're going to take a break out, and we will see you soon at a football game near you.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC. Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
For over 25 years, we fought for Kentuckians injured through no fault of their own. During that time, we've traveled all across the country to take that fight to some of the biggest insurance carriers and corporations in the world. That kind of dedication is what's needed to get every dollar you deserve. If you've been injured in a motor vehicle collision caused by someone else's fault, call Bates & Sloan right now and let us fight for you. The first consultation is free, and the attorney you see that first day will be the same attorney you see from the beginning of your case to the end. That's our promise to you at Bates & Sloan.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance helps protect more than 474,000 Kentucky families and businesses. Many of our members have been with us for years, even decades. Perhaps it's because of the competitive rates or our unmatched service. Or maybe the biggest reason is they know they can count on Kentucky's insurance company to be there when it matters. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
We have determined that you have early onset Alzheimer's disease.
Why me? How could I have prevented this?
Research shows that reducing stress levels, not partaking in substance abuse, and being aware of safety measures are a few ways to prevent it.
So how quickly can this progress?
There's no definitive timeline. Everyone is different.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
My name is Colby, and I'm from Leslie County, Kentucky. I chose Alice Lloyd College because of the Appalachian Leader Scholarship, which covers my tuition. Attending Alice Lloyd College without worrying about the cost is priceless. Also, through the Student Work Program, ALC is helping me grow as a person. Here, I'm building character and leadership skills that will help me impact the future of the Appalachian region. Come visit us or learn more at alc.edu.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
For over 100 years, Hayden Citizens Bank has been a community partner to Hayden and Leslie County. From the tens of thousands of dollars donated to our schools and local charities to the events we sponsor, with hundreds of volunteer hours from our employees. Hayden Citizens Bank is committed to this community because we've been here for over a century. Locally owned and locally operated, no other bank will work for the people of Hayden and Leslie County like Hayden Citizens Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.